It's Antstroworld, pussy!
You know, I've been waiting on this my whole life, Slim. You my homie. Let's make shit happen.
This is my time, my grind. Promise I'ma do is right. Open eyes, see the sign. Now I give it all I got. This is not what you think. This is nowhere near a game to me. It's the air that I breathe in my wildest.
Hey man, I hope y'all messing with that intro. But what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dionte. Welcome to the Antstroworld Live podcast. And we got episode 87, man. But as y'all can see in the title, we got the debate tonight. This shit has been brewing for the past month, especially the past 2 weeks. These two contestants, they've been going back and forth with each other. And tonight, we finally going to settle it. All-time NXT, all-time AEW, Shoosh being all-time AEW, greatness being all-time NXT. But without further ado, we are going to have 4 judges and we're going to have 2 enforcers. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce these judges.
What's going on, everybody? Judge number 2 here. It's gonna be a great debate.
I did forget to say, well, y'all can see right there, I am one of the judges for this debate. And Ant, man, how you feeling, man? How you feeling about tonight?
I'm feeling good. It's gonna be a good debate, man. Chat, how we feeling? Who do you got winning though? Who do you got winning? Let me know down below. Who do you got winning, man? Because it's gonna be a good debate. NXT, AEW, 2 good companies, brands, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be a solid debate. But yeah, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share the stream, make sure y'all subscribe too if you're not already. Well, let's get right into the other judges.
He always knew he would. Here's why he goes. Be on top, that's what he does now. If you don't come along, there's gonna be a beat
TJ.
What's going on, peoples? Didn't expect to see me here around this time, did you?
Special appearance with the return.
I had to be here for the debate, man. I had to pull some strings at work just to make sure I'm here to see this show. This is gonna be something else. I'm pretty ready. I'm very ready.
Man, I'm just hyped, man. But let's keep going down the line here.
With the
What it do, everybody? What it do? It's your humble judge himself. What is everybody up to tonight?
But
Welcome back.
this is our fourth judge,
The
man.
prime
Tactical,
lineup is
man.
nuts, my nigga.
Yeah, yo, our Titantron cooker upper. Yeah, he cooked with the Trons. But we got
Yeah,
one more judge
nah.
on the panel. So let's bring him up.
It's about that time. It's about that time.
Can't help but to be orful, huh, nigga?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that Titantron was nice, boy.
Bro, all of them, bro. All of them.
But
It's Tuesday.
this is our last
About that
contestant. Y'all welcome in Deezy, man. Deezy, how you feeling tonight, man?
Hey man, I can't complain. It's about that time. We know all we here. Let's get down to the business.
Sir, so this is our 5-judge panel, bro. All 5 of us go oversee this debate, come to a decision at the end. But with that being said, we need 2 enforcers. We need 2 people that are gonna make sure this debate goes smooth, it's organized down the line. Let's bring them out.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off,
The enforcer is here and is ready to get started. You want some? Come get some. You can't see me.
Smooth Cena, bro. Let's get it.
Welcome in.
Grand
Smooth,
Slam
man.
Cena in this bitch.
Smooth, man, how you feeling tonight? I hope you're excited for tonight, man.
I'm excited, man. This debate's gonna go wild, insane, shush, greatness. Best of luck to both of y'all. You guys are gonna need it.
All right, let's bring out the second enforcer here.
You know,
Why this man got a belt?
This
bro?
dude did not just get a belt.
let's hope I don't have to use this because being an enforcer, you're gonna respect my headset. You know?
You doing it, bro? Then you're doing it with two hands, bro. You know how weak that is, bro.
You gotta have that strength. You gotta be.
Man, just so weak, bro.
Swinging that shit like a bat.
Force, bro. You gotta.
I mean, if you want me to actually hit the screen,
You gotta hit that.
Anyways, this is our second enforcer. This is Yael, aka Slap Nuts, man.
slap nuts, nigga.
Slap
Yael, how you
nuts.
feeling tonight? I hope you're excited for everything that's about to go down tonight. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna respect my authority. That's all I know.
Anyways, forget all that. Let's get down to the nitty gritty of things. Let's go ahead and announce these contestants. And first, we're going to announce the person who's representing Team AEW.
What
And
are they calling it now? Cinema. That's what that was. Cinema.
Yeah, shout out to whoever made that first picture.
and here is one of our first
Gotta ask for that picture.
for this debate.
Cinema.
Representing Team AEW, we have Shoosh. Shoosh, how you feeling today? I hope you're ready
we
for
doing
everything.
I'm doing good. Yeah. I feel confident.
So you're confident? You think you're gonna come out the winner?
Listen, I think that's a very good chance. You know, I got my orange juice. You know, I'm ready for this.
Need that vitamin D. You
Back.
need the nutrients. You need
Confidence
them
is
vitamins.
key. So
Back in
I
Halo,
applaud you
I've
for
got
that.
everything. I got
He got his asthma pump too.
Bro, I think he might need some prime too.
Real shit. Real shit.
hey,
Got that.
hey, I'll have some prime.
You feel me?
But-
You feel me? Swing?
Hey,
We
before
stay humble. We stay humble out here. We stay humble.
Damn.
But hey, before we do start, I do want to bring something up. I do want to shout out the GOAT, John Cena, becoming a Grand Slam champion last night, defeating Dirty Mysterio on Raw.
Grand Slam Cena.
Them Mysterios.
Goat Cena, man.
Chat, drop it down below. Grand Slam
Go
Cena.
Cena,
Grand Slam
bro.
Cena.
Never
Grand
give
Slam
up.
Cena,
Grand
man.
Slam.
Grand Slam Cena, bro. That's why I got it right there in the description.
Fuck the Mysterios.
Just
Smoove
how
Cena.
we feeling about it, man? He never seen 17 finally becoming a Grand Slam
All I'm
champion.
gonna say is, with that win, this man is single-handedly the greatest man to ever touch a ring. Ever. Ever. This man is the greatest man to ever touch a ring, a squared circle.
Like genuinely the personification of greatness for real. If we gonna
Like,
be
bro,
honest.
That's
You're
right.
telling me.
Hold
Wait.
on. If we're talking about being in an era of greatness, right? Now you see, y'all have to enjoy an era of greatness. Y'all have no choice but to be entertained. But you see, when you are greatness, like yours truly, when you are the personification of greatness, like yours truly, you only could be one thing, and that is something none of y'all are.
And our last contestant, representing Team NXT, we have quote unquote greatness. Now, greatness, how you feeling tonight? Are you ready to debate and go against Shoosh? Because I'm not gonna lie, this thing has been brewing for the past month. Y'all been calling each other out, going back and forth, and tonight's the night to go ahead and let everything out. Say what y'all gotta say. Just to let y'all know, hey, we can't go too far because I know how y'all is. So we gotta, But yeah,
Keep it
how
organized.
you
That's why
feeling
we got
tonight,
two
man?
enforcers.
And only one enforcer I feel like I can fucking trust.
Okay,
To be honest.
The other enforcer wants
Wait,
is
wait,
the.
wait,
I mean, shit. The other enforcer looks like he about to put BTA on them.
Wait, Ant, you remember the
I
other?
don't know what trying to enforce me he got going on,
I move
but
on my own timing.
keep that
Hey,
from me.
man.
Here.
Shout out Detroit Lions.
I
Got
believe
you,
so.
You
Hey,
remember,
bro.
remember how I told you like I go out on my own terms?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I also come in on my own terms. And like I told y'all, when you're greatness, you only can be described by one word. And that is, of course.
Anyways, hey guys, let's go ahead and get this under the way. Let's go over the rules of this debate. Without further ado, Yael, since you are one of the enforcers, can you go
Mhm.
ahead and go over the rules for this debate tonight?
Our rules of the debate, we will go through 3 categories, and with a final 4th category if need be. We have matches, storytelling, character work, and of course, impact. Our rules are as follows: you have 20 minutes per category to explain your side of the debate. If you rant for too long, go off topic, I will give you a penalty. Uh, and yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Yael. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the rules. All right, like I said, we said it already. Our 5 judges, me, of course, Ant, Deezy, Axe, TJ, our enforcers are Yael and Smoove. But without further ado, again, go ahead and get this underway. Now, who wants to go first?
I
I'll
just
let
want to
him
keep
go
in
first.
mind, I'm gonna be the timekeeper. I'm the judge, but I'm gonna be a timekeeper as well.
Yeah. I also will be tallying. I also will be tallying penalties.
Somebody got an echo.
Somebody got an echo?
Somebody got an echo. Before we begin,
Echo.
Oh, this is big. Oh wow.
wow.
Oh my God.
Greatness has arrived!
This guy.
You know
And
what?
here that he is.
You know
How
what?
y'all doing today? How y'all doing?
Hey, Ed, run the commercial. Go to commercial,
Hold
bro.
on. No, hold on.
Folks,
Before we
we'll be
begin,
right back after these important messages.
That's crazy, bro.
Big word.
no, we don't need a commercial for this, man. We don't.
Nah,
We just
we-
started.
Never mind.
We just started.
We just started. We can't
bro,
do
I
this.
I just
tried
want to
to
say this.
elaborate.
I just
That's
want to
what I
say
do.
this. I just
I
want to
get mad.
elaborate. I just want to elaborate a little bit on the rules. I just want to elaborate a little bit on the rules. Look at 20 minutes per category. Two of these men, they're gonna just counter with each other for the argument. They're gonna talk civilized. You got the enforcers that are gonna lay down the law. They get off topic, or people are talking over each other, or it gets too crazy, too hectic. They know what's expected of them. At the end, after we get through the 2 categories, 5 judges, we're just gonna decide a winner. Just
I
gonna
have a
decide a
question.
winner. Yeah.
Are we still doing the 5-minute opening?
Speaking of that, that's what we got to do. So, who wants to go first? Like Dionte said, who will want to go first?
Ladies first. Sure, you got it. Ladies first.
Weren't you the one first?
Wow.
By all means, go first.
That is
I ain't going first.
It's not gonna change the outcome.
You're new. Please.
All right. Okay, I'll go first. I'll go first.
All right.
Look, okay,
5
no,
minutes.
Look,
5 minutes.
start things off, okay? Just
Hold on. 5 minutes. 5 minutes for
5 minutes
each
on the clock.
opening statement. 5 minutes. on
5
the clock.
minutes.
5 minutes starting.
Starting now.
Okay. He's giving me 5 minutes. I only need one. AEW doesn't compete. And we can go the opinion-based route as we are about to do, but let's talk about facts first. I don't know if y'all checked, but I did my research. NXT has around 528,000 people tuning in, and it also goes up to 660,000 people tuning in. Do you know what AEW max is? Not even close. 497,000 people. Now look, y'all have to understand that even if 200, think about how many 200,000 people is. We would all love 200,000 subscribers, right? Think about how many people.
Get us to that, please.
Even if WWE NXT lost 200,000 of their followers or watchers or whatever you want to call them, they would still be up to par with AEW. You understand? And y'all have to also remember NXT is not even a secondary brand, but a literal less than. Like the brand is literally looked at as less than. It is the rookie. It is where people who are trash go. If you're trashing WWE, you get sent to NXT. If you could thrive at NXT, then you get back to WWE. That's really how it works. That's how the cycle works down there. But when you're in AEW, when you're ass, you get sent to NXT. And guess what? They make you better. They make you a champion. When you're ass at WWE, they get sent to AEW. And somehow they become megastars. Do y'all not see the correlation here? Trash thrives in AEW while greatness is common in WWE. You understand? I don't need the rest of the 5 minutes. I'm leaving it at that. I'm leaving it at that. That's all I need.
Wow.
Damn.
Good opening. Good opening.
Okay.
That was a really good opening.
Hey,
Interesting.
hey,
Interesting opening.
hey, no bias. That was a great opening
Yup.
statement. That's a great opening statement.
Good way to
I'm
kick
definitely
off the
excited for the rest of this debate and see what's about to come. But since Greatness went ahead and said his, less than 5 minutes of fame opening statement, Shoosh, it's your turn.
Your time starts now.
Okay, so you're on about the ratings. Let me tell you about AEW All In 2023. The attendance, over 80,000 people were in attendance. What's NXT's highest attended event? Has that even touched 80,000? I don't think so. The year after that, 46,000. I don't think NXT's got that much. And I'm like, AEW literally started off a tweet. Okay. And the fact we're 6 years in and they've done so much, there's volumes. Based off this tweet right here, that they can sell out a 10,000 arena. Cody Rhodes, Adam Page, The Bucks, Kenny Omega, they did that. And now look, 6 years in and they're the second best company currently. They have so many stars, they've given a spotlight, they've made, like Toni Storm, look at how popular she is now. You've got Hangman, you've got Kenny, Darby, MJF. Like, AEW's changed pro wrestling. Like, 10 years from now, it'll still be around, it'll probably be bigger. The fact they've done 80,000 when they were like, what, 5 years old? Insane. Like, that's never been done before. Ring of Honor ain't done that. TNA hasn't done that. I don't think New Japan's done that so early on. So, yeah, like, you can't sleep on AEW. Like, I don't need 5 minutes either. So, that's my opening segment.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I say something or no?
What's that?
Am I allowed to say something or no?
I'm gonna say let's get right into the actual categories and everything.
I bet.
And you guys can, defer back to what was said in the opening statements.
I bet.
So,
Okay, so we said the first category will be matches. It is matches. So,
Sure.
since Ant, you are the timekeeper, do you have those 20 minutes ready?
give me one.
Oh.
Oh, somebody getting a call.
Freaking Yael.
Scared here.
Oh boy.
All right,
Oh,
20
boy.
minutes on the clock starting now.
Okay.
Who's going?
Who's going first? Wait, can I start? Okay.
Go ahead.
Whoever starts, go ahead.
Okay, look. Oh, wait, this is free for all. We can just talk. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Between you two. Between
Okay,
you
but I
two.
like this.
It's between you two.
Okay,
Remember,
Go.
got two enforcers.
okay, so
Wow.
look. Shush, I'm gonna keep it a bag. Okay, let's all be honest here. I'm sure we'd all want a consistent girl. We don't want nobody cheating on us. We don't want nobody, not being consistent. And I think that's something that we are forgetting here that is a major factor. Okay? AEW, yes, they have good moments. Yes, they have great moments. Yes, they have good pay-per-views, but they do not have great shows. And that is the problem. Now, NXT has had not even multiple. I'm sure we can all sit here and agree NXT is probably the most consistent wrestling show. No? If you're saying maybe and you're for Team AEW, then I know the rest of them are saying yes. So look, moving on. NXT has put on not only some of the best pay-per-views we've seen recently. I'm not even going to go talk recently, but let's keep it back. NXT would not be where they're at if it wasn't for their pay-per-views. And y'all cannot be ignorant and ignore where NXT is at, because NXT is a show that was built around rookies that somehow has been built into something that is more important than the main roster. People tune into NXT and care about NXT storylines and wrestling more than they care about SmackDown and Raw. Let's keep it back. And it's simply because NXT, it brings the wrestling and storytelling element from the indies. The wrestling aspect that y'all love, that you AEW fans love, and the storytelling aspect that the WWE fans love. NXT is the perfect blend of wrestling. AEW isn't. And it's as simple as that. AEW has good wrestling, but not good entertainment, if that makes sense. Now, I'll say they have good spots, but not good momentum, if that makes sense. Now, they have good moments, but none of the moments really matter, if that makes sense. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Nothing in AEW even equivalates, or not even equivalates. I guess nothing in AEW will even equivalate to the longevity of NXT, if that's what I'm getting at. Understand? Now, look, AEW, let's keep it a bag, is going to get bought out eventually. WWE, that's what they do. They buy. AEW, that's what they do. They sell. They're going to end up selling themselves eventually. They keep treating themselves like an indie company, and as long as they keep having indie matches, they'll never be able to compete with the company that is having real wrestling. And that's what I think that is. I think NXT is real wrestling. Through and through. It's as pure as you can get. When it comes to wrestling entertainment, when it comes to the sport that we are all here to talk about and love, NXT is 10 out of 10 it. We can all sit down and watch any NXT show. You cannot do that with AEW. Now, if you want me to get to naming matches, we don't have to talk about the catalog of, Cesaro, Castagnoli, while he was down there, Sami Zayn, while he was down there, Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov. We could go the Gunther route. We're not going to talk about how Gunther and, Ilya Dragunov literally have the best match in the COVID era. You understand how hard it was to put on a good match in the COVID era? By the look on your face, Shush, I can tell you don't. Well, let me explain it to you. People weren't able to express themselves. In a sport where the fans' expression matters, they weren't able to express themselves. Ilya Dragunov and Gunther forced them to express themselves. You understand?
Mhm.
Shoosh, you got something to say about that?
I mean, going off that point, I think there is a certain match that happened during COVID that could be on par, and that's Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa in the COVID era. Because look what happened after. Britt Baker was arguably one of the biggest female wrestlers in the world at that point. He ended up getting the women's title. He was great. You know, it was a great match. It was during the COVID era. There was that. You know, Brody Lee, him and Cody Rhodes feud, great. But AEW do great. Like their pay-per-views are consistent. They're always like most of their shows this year alone have been amazing. Like
Oh, yeah, I agree. AEW has definitely been on their shit lately. But if we are not talking, this argument isn't who's better, NXT or AEW now. See, Shoosh, you walked into a trap for real, because we are talking about all-time NXT going up against all-time AEW.
yeah, so am I. Like their storylines, I think it was been good. No, but there's always been like one key element, like MGF, like the bidding war of 2024.
You are
that
you know
whole
what?
thing, and he
You know
done.
what? That I will give you. When AEW started off, their storylines were
Okay, we're
amazing.
interrupting.
No interruptions. No interruptions.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
give you a warning.
Now we're being sensitive. Now we're being
I'm gonna give you a
sensitive.
warning. I'm gonna give you a warning. But don't interrupt. Please continue.
okay, getting back to it. Anyways, you've got that. You've got the rise of Adam Page. Like his feud with like Swerve, like he was just a normal person, and then the breakaway from the Elite, and then he was slowly fading. He lost match after match, and then he turned heel, and he crashed out because they chose Swerve. After Swerve done so much to him, tortured him, because Hangman is the heart and soul of AEW.
We're talking about matches, by the way, not storytelling.
So am I.
Talking about
I
matches.
was gonna bring that up.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Matches.
another warning.
Matches.
Not gonna wait. We are talking about merely matches.
I'm
Okay.
hearing impacts. I need to hear more matches.
More matches.
Oh, you want matches?
Mhm.
Okay, you've got Will Ospreay, Daniel Bryan, AEW Destiny. You've got
There we go.
you've got Takeshita versus Ricochet versus Will Ospreay from last year. You've got Hangman versus Swerve Texas Death. You've got Mox and Darby Allin for the international title. You've got MJF Bryan Danielson Revolution. You've got Adam Cole MJF from All In. You've there's so many. Like the Young Bucks.
Wait. Can you?
Interruption. No interruption.
Not your turn yet.
I just want to say
got-
this. I just want to say this. Can you say those matches again? Because I'm trying to write. Like I said, I'm writing everything
Yeah, of
down.
course. Yeah,
I'm gonna-
if you could re-give those matches again.
Yes.
Okay. You got Takeshita, Will Ospreay, Ricochet.
Okay.
You've got the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page. You've got MJF Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole MJF. You've got Hangman Will Ospreay from this year. What else is that?
Okay.
Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. Will Ospreay versus Swerve. Like there's just so many. Darby Allin and Sting versus the Young Bucks. You've got what others come to mind? You could literally have all of Swerve and Hangman matches because they were all good. We were all talking about it. Tony Storm versus Mariah May, the Hollywood ending, that was good. The match at All In as well. You've got the aforementioned Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, Mercedes, Chris Statlander. Like the amount of like variant is insane. Like you got Orange Cassidy, John Moxley as well. That's also good.
Greatness.
Greatness, if you'd like to rebuttal,
You're muted.
you're muted.
No. Okay, so look, I have a problem with this. Okay, you want to talk impact, right? Smoove, because you're new here. I don't think you've seen me do this before, Smoove. Okay, Smoove, Cena.
New.
Well, no. I'm saying new to me. New to greatness, new to the era of greatness. You understand? Look, you want impact? Let's talk about Impact. First,
Sir,
we have to
I said matches, not impact. I said matches.
No. Wait.
commercial break.
He
Dude,
said
I
he
said
was looking for
Hit it with the
Impact.
commercial break.
I'm not talking about NXT Impact. He said he was looking for the impact of the match. So
I said I'm looking for.
All right, we're back.
So stupid.
Now, again, we are not looking for impact, Mr. Greatness.
Okay,
we are looking for matches. I need catalog.
Greatness.
Going.
Listen.
Because every time I try to speak, y'all are cutting me off. But when I cut somebody off, it's a problem.
Because you are getting off topic of the debate. We are talking about matches. That is
No, let me explain the mix-up. Let me explain the mix-up.
Let me just talk real quick. Y'all know I'm gonna bring it back.
Hey. Let's let Greatness have the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Smoove, I remember you saying earlier that you were looking for the impact of the matches he was naming. So he started naming impactful matches. So, with that being said, I did my research, and first off, I feel like let's just name the most impactful match probably in wrestling history. You could probably argue because it started really the era. I love women, but the era of women. Bayley and Sasha Banks. Let's keep it back. Let's keep it back.
All right.
I don't think we would have a Britt Breaker, Toni Storm. I don't think we would have an expressive women's roster as we do now if it wasn't for the Four Horsewomen.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna go, the Four Horsewomen route and really go that route for real, because that's an easy W. That's easy. Of course, the most impactful shit. Come on now.
Okay.
The most recent impact that NXT has had is that it simply brings the joy back to wrestling. When Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy won those tag team championships, it brought the love back to wrestling. Everyone, and I don't care who you are, if you are a wrestling fan, you enjoyed that. And if you didn't, then you aren't a wrestling fan. Simple as that. Simple as that. The Hardy Boys were able to really capture a moment. Okay, Shoosh. I see.
All right. Hold on.
Okay, no. Okay, no. Because he got jokes. Okay, he got jokes. Okay, let's take it a more serious route. We're not, we were talking and thinking with our emotions, so I just thought we were going to go the emotional route. But okay, let's talk facts. Y'all want to talk facts? Let's talk facts. Cesaro and Sami Zayn, 4.5 star match. One of the greatest matches y'all have ever seen. Gunther versus Ilya. To bring up a point that he said, he's been naming a lot of old people, okay? Britt Breaker, he brought Britt Breaker up. Where's Britt Breaker now? I don't know about y'all, but I feel like Gunther and Ilya are going to have still great careers, even though they got past the COVID era. Now, look, Britt Breaker did good. Don't get me wrong. But Ilya Dragunov and Gunther just did better. Simple. Johnny Gargano and Andrade? We're going to act like that wasn't a good match. And we're talking about wrestling here. I'm not even bringing up storytelling. We're talking about wrestling here. And wrestling. We all love that match. Come on now. I can keep going.
Really good match. Yeah.
Really good match.
Can you repeat the last two matches? Can you repeat the last two matches that you said?
All right, yes, sir. Johnny Gargano and Andrade, and then it was
Ilya versus Gunther. Yeah.
The Ilya and Gunther match.
All right.
But I'm gonna keep going real quick. The greatest, one of the if we're talking about wrestling, right? If we're really talking about in-ring wrestling, this is my greatest not even North American match, but the greatest ladder match, 6-man ladder match of all time. We're not even gonna go too easy. Moving on.
A ladder match. All right.
Let's talk about Sami Zayn real quick. Let's really talk about Sami Zayn real quick. Has he ever had a bad match in NXT? Could you say Sami Zayn's the Shawn Michaels of NXT? Why not? Shush. Okay, shush. Why not?
Can I answer this?
I'm asking you a question. Why not? I'm asking you.
the question.
You can rebuttal, Shoosh. You can rebuttal.
Okay, I would say
Allow
Johnny
it.
Gargano is the Shawn Michaels, but
Okay.
yeah.
Let me explain to you why he's not. Because Johnny Gargano, unfortunately, has had a bad match. Now, why are y'all looking at me like that?
Interesting.
Wait. We're not finishing.
What's the bad Johnny Gargano match?
Wait. We're not seriously sitting here and arguing.
Break it up, people. Break it up.
Hey, hold on.
Okay.
Let Greatness explain. Let Greatness
Yeah,
explain.
greatness.
Okay,
Elaborate.
look.
Will you explain to me the Gargano bad match?
No. Because we're not talking about Johnny Gargano and who else was
Yeah, you're right. We're not talking about Gargano.
We're talking about
his match.
Okay, so let me move on. Okay, but let's talk about Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa real quick.
But
Let's
can I interfere real quick? Because I really do want to know the bad match that he had. Because now that got me wondering.
I feel like it's opinion based though. So like y'all wouldn't get it.
Just say it.
Like I said.
Say it, man.
Yeah.
You can describe the bad match.
I would like the explanation. We talk about matches, and Johnny Gargano
If not, we can continue.
match.
If not, we can just
that bad
continue
match
on. We can
is.
just continue on.
Like I said,
Okay, y'all aren't gonna. Okay.
And what's
I'm
the
gonna tell
time?
y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all.
7:15.
Okay, so look, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Now I see why y'all see them as like Shawn Michaels, Triple H. I see why, because the whole tag team and the breakup and the whole, it's a very similar path. But
one of the greatest tag teams of 2010s. Yeah, continue.
But that's the thing though. With Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, what they did, not only with the rivalry they had with the Revival, we're not going to talk about how that's probably one of, if not the greatest NXT tag team rivalry. DIY and the Revival.
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
DIY, do it yourself. These niggas became one of the most over babyface tag teams and then turned into probably the most entertaining storyline in wrestling history. Now, I'm not trying to, say anything opinion based or anything, but I guarantee you, if you look up, like this is probably something you could do right now, Shush. You could look up the greatest wrestling storyline of all time, and you would find Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa a lot faster before you find anything in AEW. And that's just me being honest. You can't name, no. This is the kicker. You cannot name another man besides Dominic Mysterio that could come out into the arena with nothing and still get a reaction. You can't.
He did come out with zero crowd noise.
Who? Oh, Tommaso Ciampa? Yes.
And that match turned out to be good as fuck too.
Good as hell. Anything better in AEW? Anything like?
He has a point. Shush, would you like to rebuttal?
Shush.
Any rebuttals?
I personally think I think MJF could do that.
MJF?
Okay.
Let me explain to you why MJF couldn't do that. It's as simple as this. Yes, MJF's a bad guy. Yes, he's a bad person. But I don't know about y'all, but I like MJF. I love MJF. People like MJF. People love MJF. No one liked Ciampa. No one even wanted to see Ciampa. People hated this. He was he wasn't like, somebody you see in a TV show and you're like, I don't like that character. He was someone you seen on the street and you said, no, I don't like that person. You understand?
I'm sorry to intervene. I just want to say we got 4 minutes and 33 seconds left.
4 minutes, 33 seconds, yep.
Just to keep trying.
Continue.
So.
Any greatness?
Continue with what? This is done. This is over with.
We got 4 more minutes left. Shush.
Hold on. I do have a question.
For who?
Name me y'all top 10 matches from the company.
How about this?
Okay.
fuck my top 10 matches because my opinion doesn't matter in this world. Let's take the world's opinion, okay? I have the top 10 NXT matches right here. And it is number 1, Bayley and Banks at Respect 2015. It was a 4 and a 25-star match. After that, it was the Revival versus DIY in Brooklyn 2016, 4.5-star match. You know, after that, you have Johnny and Andrade. We already talked about them. After that, we have Becky and Banks. This is at number 7. They were at Unstoppable. It was what, a 4.5-star match. After that, we have Undisputed versus Mustache Mountain. You know, one of, if not the best NXT like weekly show match to ever exist. Let's keep going. After that, we have Gunther and Tyler Bate. Think about who those two people are. Think about who that is. Gunther and Tyler Bate. Moving on. Okay, now we have Sammy and Neville. I'll tell y'all when. It was a Revolution 2019 5-star match. Moving on. We have Sammy and Shinsuke. Dallas 16.
2019.
2019.
2019. 2014.
Revolution 20. Revolution 2019. Sammy and Neville. No.
That happened like 2014.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Okay. Let's be honest. Does the year really matter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Low key does.
Very much so.
But
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna keep going. We'll let you keep going.
I'm not gonna lie. Just to let everyone know, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 26 seconds. 2 minutes 26 seconds.
Can I go? Can I go?
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
2 minute warning. 2 minute warning.
2 minute warning.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go.
All right, Greatness.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, you got Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson, Destiny. You've got Adam Page, Kenny Omega versus the Young Buck from Revolution. MJF, Will Ospreay, free TV by the way. Will Ospreay, the Kesha from last year. You've got MJF, Bryan Danielson. You've got the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Buck at All Out 2021. You've got Adam Page, John Moxley from this past All In. You've got Swerve and Ospreay versus the Young Buck. You've got Adam Page, Will Ospreay this past year. You've got Will Ospreay, Takeshita. You've got Will Ospreay versus Pac. Like the catalog here is absolutely insane. Like
there is no catalog.
Tony Storm and Chris Statlander. That was a great match from this year. Like all of you know, I don't like Tony, but he has some great matches. Like the one with Mariah May from All In last year. Great. Mercedes and Willow. Like, do I need to keep going?
No, you don't. We understood. We understand your point. AEW is
1 minute
out.
warning. 1 minute warning.
1 minute warning.
Young Bucks versus FTR.
I thought it was a 3-minute warning.
FTR versus Juice Robinson and Jay White on Collision, bear in mind.
Oh my God, that was a banger, bro.
CM Punk versus MJF in the dog collar match.
Now you finally
Brody
said
Lee.
something, but no. Pay attention to that. CM Punk and MJF, two superstars who would do great at WWE. Actually, two superstars who deserve to be at WWE. Two superstars who want to be at WWE. Two superstars who don't fuck with AEW.
I thought we were talking matches, but anyway, you got Cody Rhodes versus the late great Brody Lee. Banger match.
I got some for your ass. Hold on.
8, 7,
Anarchy in the
6,
arena.
5,
You got Darby Allin, Will Ospreay.
4,
MJF,
3,
Will Ospreay,
2,
All In.
1.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
What
So that is
got for
the
you
end of those 20 minutes for the category matches. So it's gonna come down to our 5 contestants to decide who wins the first category and matches. I'm gonna go last.
Wait, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that at the end. We're gonna do that at the end. At the end, we're gonna just get all the categories because I already got notes written down. At the end, we're just gonna like overall say who's good.
I'm gonna list off. I'm gonna list off the matches. I'm gonna list off the matches from each side, given from each opponent for AEW sides. We have Hangman versus Swerve, Will Ospreay versus Bryan, Mox versus Darby. We have Takeshita, Ricochet, Will Ospreay. We have Hangman versus Will, Tony versus Mariah, Monet versus Stat, Lucha Bros versus Young Bucks, Tony versus Chris, Young Bucks versus FTR, and CM Punk versus MJF. For the NXT side, we have Bayley versus Sasha. We have Cesaro versus Sami Zayn. We have Ilya versus Gunther, Gargano versus Andrade. The six-man North American Championship ladder match. DIY versus FTR. Gargano versus Ciampa, and Gunther versus Tyler Bates, and the Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain Tag match.
This is an easy decision for y'all, right?
All right.
We're gonna, like I
the
said,
next
we're
category.
gonna go through the categories. We're gonna move on, so on and so forth, and at the end, we're all gonna collectively like read off what we have for each and every, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
So our next category is storytelling. Storytelling.
Yes.
All right.
Y'all talked about it. Storytelling and character work. My bad. Y'all talked about it briefly in the matches when y'all were off topic. So we had to fix that. But now y'all can definitely talk about it now. And go ahead and set this 20-minute timer.
Timer starts now.
Okay, now look, Shush. Do you want to be a bitch 2 times in a row, or are you gonna go first this time?
Damn. Like I said, I don't care if I go first or second. I don't care.
You're right. Because
if you want to go.
You're lost, bro. Okay. I'll go first again. Fuck it. Starting off. Storytelling and character. You know what? I don't even need the notes. Storytelling and character work. Character. Let's talk about characters in NXT. The greatest heel of all time. We talked about it briefly. Tommaso Ciampa. You can't name a bigger heel. Not even a bigger heel. A better heel than Tommaso Ciampa in NXT. You can't. Can you? My point exactly. Moving on. NXT has literally built their foundation on character work. If they didn't have good character work, they would not work. Simple. Literally as simple as that. You know, if a wrestler's character does not work, NXT lets them go. So every single person and entertainer to come through NXT is literally a good character. You cannot say the same about AEW. That is why NXT is considered good entertainment. Because AEW don't have good fucking characters. It's that fucking simple. AEW has mediocre characters. They have great characters, and they have mid characters. They'll have trash characters. They have a mix, and nothing's wrong with a mix. Everybody loves something new. But I like consistency. I like good, and I like entertainment. And unfortunately for me, I guess, since, y'all are the ones that disagree with it, NXT is entertainment. NXT is character work. NXT is storytelling through and through. Name a bigger story, not even a bigger story, but name a better story than Obafemi's rise. We watched this man become one of the great, not even one of the greatest prospects, but literally show himself in no way anybody has ever done before. This man is literally playing WWE 2K My Career in front of our eyes. And we're able to witness that. You cannot say the same in AEW. Now, look, that's the thing. If we're talking about storytelling and character work, that's the thing about NXT. That's the difference. You lost this whenever they brought the category in here. Because NXT and just overall storytelling in general is the basis of WWE. NXT, like Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, you think their story ends once they go to SmackDown and Raw? No. Dude, no. That NXT is literally child's play. NXT is like the origin stories of these wrestlers. Still to this day, we see Becky Lynch's Irish fucking dance. Still to this day. You know why? Because we were able to see her story. We were able to see the character. That is a prime example. Okay, yeah, let's talk about it. Becky Lynch
Becky fucking Lynch started off in NXT as an Irish tap dancer, and she became the man as a woman. Do you understand how it is? How hard it is to be looked at as a man, as a woman? Do you understand how hard that is? My point exactly. It's pretty fucking hard. Okay? It's pretty fucking hard. And Becky Lynch did it with ease. You understand? Becky Lynch was able to go up there and not only transform her character work, not because of the crowd or like how AEW does, because I'm not gonna lie, let's be honest, AEW is very much fan based. It like AEW's fans run that bitch. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. AEW fans run that bitch. Let's keep it back. But what the difference though is with NXT, it's the opposite. So they have no choice but to work on their character. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, they have no choice but to have a good character. They have no choice but to have a good story. They have no choice but to work out. AEW could do bad and still go, and one of them could go wrestle for fucking Ring of Honor or TNA or some other shitty indie company like they do per fucking usual. That's all that is. AEW is literally nothing but the fucking home of prostitutes of fucking WWE. That's all they do.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's the home. That is the home of the Tony Khan is pimping them out. Tony Khan is pimping these out.
All right, let's
pimping these fools out.
Wow.
Whoa, that is crazy analogy, but I see the vision. That's what's crazy about it. I actually understand that analogy. Okay. All right, greatness.
I mean, Kush, do you have a rebuttal?
No, he doesn't.
I would hope so.
You're saying AEW's the prostitutes, but where did Seth Rollins come from? He was in Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Where was CM Punk from?
You're right.
Ring of Honor.
Indies.
Samoa Joe was there. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Okay.
Adam Cole.
Okay.
Like, what are we doing here? You're acting like everyone in WWE is homegrown from WWE. Like
no. But that's the thing. Everybody wants to go to WWE.
Hold on, greatness.
Penalty.
Hey, let Shoosh talk.
That's one penalty.
Yeah, like
let him
a
talk.
lot of WWE get people from Ring of Honor, TNA. Like if you look at their top stars, there's not many homegrown. There's some, but a lot of them came from all these companies you say are trash.
You foolish man.
I'm not wrong.
You are though, because look, we're not gonna ignore Obafemi, Braun Breaker. We're not gonna ignore the homegrown talent that they do have. And they are generational stars. We're not gonna act like they aren't the, next another wrestler. They're not doing this for funsies. Obafemi and Braun Breaker are next up. Let's not act like they aren't next up, because they are next up.
Can I do my storytelling character work now?
Of course.
Okay. So you said there wasn't a better heel. Don Callis, that man can't even speak without people saying "fuck you, Callis." All of this shit. Christian Cage when he was the heel, talking about people's dead fathers, relatives, all of that. MJF again. There was him. Kenny Omega when he was the belt collector. There's so many great heels, and the whole storytelling, the character. The Young Bucks, perfect example. They were baby.
Can you go through that list again for me again?
Pardon?
Go through the list again.
Said Don Callis, MJF,
Don Callis will work.
Belt Collector,
Christian,
Kenny. MJF, Belt Collector Kenny, and then you said Christian Cage.
Christian Cage.
And
then I think that was cool. And then obviously they start with baby faces.
The Young Bucks. You said the Young Bucks.
Yeah, they went from baby faces, and then they went heel, and then they got to EVPs. They lost that. Now they're the broke buck. Entertaining, people talk about it pretty much every week. They come up with stuff to make it relevant. Chris Jericho, the Ocho, the hi guys, that shit. Chris Jericho's that's what he's good at. He can reinvent himself.
Chris Jericho is literally a product of WWE.
Anyways, Swerve, he came in, no one knew what he was gonna do. but he made himself one of the biggest stars. Like his character work, everyone does the swerve dance. We all swerve when we drive, you know. And if you want to talk about story work, there's no like storytelling. Hangman Adam Page, like I said, he went from despicable heel, crushed. He burnt down his rival's house. Like that's unheard of. Like
That's
rare
unheard
to
of.
say.
That's unheard
No,
of.
rare. It's rare. It doesn't happen often.
Hold on. Let the man talk, Great.
Hey, on, man. No interruptions.
You're up to two. You're up to two now.
Swerve went into Hangman's house. Swerve went into Hangman's house and somehow Hangman went heel. Do you know how insane that is?
It's not insane at all. That's the fucking problem.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
crazy, and you're impressed by it.
I didn't ask you to talk, but he had, you know, no one thought he would have turned back to face and ended up beating Moxley and going back to, you know, the big baby face that he is now. You know, he's had the best year. This whole 2-3 years of like the rise, like the crash out to, you know, him coming back to be, you know, the cowboy shit we all know and love. It's great. And look, Timeless Tony Storm, you know, he was in that, what was that group called of Soraya and Ruby Riott? I can't even remember. But
I do not remember that shit.
Probably for the better, to be honest.
Like to just someone and to being the biggest female star in that whole company, being one of the most popular stars with Timeless Tony Storm. He made something out of Mariah May, elevated her. You know, probably had one of the best women's feuds of the 2020s.
Oh, you was talking about the Outcast. The Outcast.
Yeah.
They are not fucking.
No, they were called like the Outcasts or like the Outsiders, something like that.
Outcasts.
Something like that. And then Tony Storm won the biggest. What other character work?
Shitty Shoosh.
And then the Jack Perry looked the story again. Great story.
Shitty
Now they're back.
Shoosh.
Now they're back. What else can I say? The Acclaimed.
Just to give everybody a heads up, 9 minutes, 9:07.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
The Acclaimed, they broke up. Max Caster done the Who Can Beat the Greatest Wrestler Alive thing. He got that over.
Okay. Let's
Who would have thought? And now they're back together.
Let's cut the chit chat, guys. Let's cut the chit chat. Do you seriously think Gunther and Oscar would be as dominant as they were in NXT if it was bad storytelling or bad character work?
Whose story?
Oscar and Gunther. Do you think they would be, you know, as dominant as they were if it wasn't, if NXT had bad storytelling or bad character? You understand Gunther and Oscar are looked at, I could guarantee you would find multiple people who will consider Gunther and Oscar the greatest the greatest wrestlers of all time in the ring. Like, I know there are people out there who would consider that. They're the greatest in-ring wrestlers. But I'm not saying I do, but I know you could go out there and find someone who will say Oscar's the best in-ring women's wrestler, no? I'm sure y'all think that. Huh?
Yeah.
Present them. Where are they?
Gunther as well. I'm sure you could find multiple people who will consider Gunther the greatest in-ring wrestler right now, no?
There are some people, yeah.
Yeah.
I know somebody personally. I will say that.
We know someone personally. Now look, that's what I'm trying to get to. AEW's opinions, you don't know no one that agrees with you. NXT's facts and, you know, opinions, you find people with this. And I don't know about y'all, but my world works majority rules. This debate works majority rules, no?
It does.
At the end.
Okay. Now, with that being said, if majority did not rule and they had bad storytelling or bad character work, like I brought up when I first joined, do you think they would be having 668,000 people tuning in if it was bad storytelling or bad character work? Do you think do you even think people if you seriously think AEW has good fucking storytelling, I'm sure people would tune in to AEW more than everything else. If AEW had not even good storytelling, if AEW had better storytelling than NXT, it's as simple as this.
Time out.
All right. Shush. I would want to hear your rebuttal.
It's saying the whole 600,000. Okay, if people wasn't interested in AEW, then why did they almost sell out Wembley?
Bro,
arguably one of the biggest arenas.
NXT could sell out Wembley.
They 80,000 people. Sorry.
NXT can sell out Wembley.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question: what's NXT's highest attended event?
It doesn't matter. They are like a third-rate company. They don't really go for the big, big extravagant audiences like AEW has to go for.
Do you have the answer?
No, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Point proven.
Yeah, point proven is more people tune in because look, yes, you've proven your point. I don't know it. Cool. But I'm sure I have made it clear, and y'all can all make it clear to yourselves. If y'all don't want to take my word for it, y'all can look it up. People tune in to NXT more than they tune into AEW simply because it's more entertaining, right? You're gonna watch show A over show B because you enjoy show A more than show B. No?
Right, now I ask the question, what does this have to do with storytelling or character work?
That is true.
No, you're just wasting time.
I'm finna tell you what.
Update 5:30. 5:30.
5:30.
Okay, 5:30 and 5:28, 5:60. Who cares? I don't need a lot of time to make my point proven. Okay? If AEW had good storytelling, it's as simple as this. People would tune into it more. People would tune into it more than NXT. I'm pretty sure Evolve can compete with AEW. Let's not let my opinion get in the way of the facts, though. Let's not let my opinion get in the way of the facts. Okay? The fact is, people watch, not only people, but over 180,000 people watch NXT more than they watch AEW. And it's that simple. That is a fact. That is a living fact. More people enjoy the storytelling and character work that goes on in NXT than they enjoy the storytelling and character work that goes on in AEW. It's not shaky, because if it was shaky, it would have been, 500,000 to, maybe 600,000. We are talking about a 200,000 difference.
Can I intervene real quick? I got a question for Greatness. Do you know the exact viewership for Evolve?
I don't. But I'll tell you this. If they wanted to make Evolve into a prominent company, they could. And I'm gonna explain it. It's the same way they made FCW. You know how y'all were talking about Seth Rollins and John Cena, where they came from, FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, exactly how they made that into NXT today. If anything, Evolve will be bigger than NXT. And Evolve can be bigger than NXT, bigger than AEW. What y'all are understanding is that AEW is no, wait. I'm gonna make it clear. AEW is on a rise and a slow decline, while NXT is just going.
Axe has something to say.
Axe, you have a question?
No, I just wanted to say that the numbers for Evolve, they're not really out there, but the most viewed Evolved episode did hit 300,000.
And that is closer to AEW than what AEW is closer to NXT. Let's keep it up. Would y'all rather be 100K close to something or 200K?
What does this have to do with storytelling or character work?
Because it's as simple as this. AEW would have more viewership if they had better storytelling. It's as simple as that, Shoosh. How can I not give it to you? AEW would simply have more viewers if they had better storytelling or character work. It's as simple as that.
All right, I do want to interview one more time. I'm sorry to keep doing this, but I need from Shoosh and Greatness their top 5 best characters in that respective brand. So I need top 5 for AEW and then top 5 from NXT. So Shoosh, I'm gonna let you go first because Greatness didn't do a lot of talking, so I'm gonna let Shoosh.
Okay, we've got Hangman Adam Page.
Hold on, wait, gotta write these down.
Okay, let me know when you're done and I'll...
Okay, I got Hangman.
Okay, Timeless Tony Storm.
Okay.
The Young Buck.
Okay.
Don Callis.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Christian Cage.
Oh, you're good, buddy.
Oh, okay. So that's your top five. All right. Just to let everybody know, minute 30. All right. Greatness, top five characters
My
on
top
NXT.
five is as simple as this. Asuka, we all can consider as the most dominant women's wrestler of all time. Asuka.
Don't need
All
the
right,
details.
Asuka.
Just need the 5.
Just say the
Yo,
characters.
Let
Yael,
him speak.
2. Damn, I lost my train of thought. But you know what? Fuck that. Daniel Bryan. Let's talk about the Yes Movement. That considered is NXT. That is considered NXT. Let's keep it a bag. It's the beginning of NXT. Did that not start? Did that not start NXT?
He wasn't in the NXT we looking for, pretty much. He was on the game show NXT.
He was on the game.
No, wait, you're right. All time.
We'll allow it.
That is not the argument. The argument is
Just timestamp. Just let everybody know. 35 seconds. 35 seconds. I need 3 other ones.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Daniel Bryan, Roxanne Perez. She's the prodigy. Remember prodigy? Damn. I had a Braun Breaker and Ilya Dragunov. Leaving it at that.
All right.
Oh wait, no. Take Ilya Dragunov away and put Finn Balor, the Demon Finn Balor. My fault. That's on me.
All right. 4, 3, 2, 1, and
we're done.
Okay,
We're done
that
with
was the end
storytelling.
of the 20 minutes for storytelling and character work. We got great points from both Shoosh and Greatness. But now we're down to the last category. And the last category is Impact. Impact.
I would just like to
TJ, this is TJ's favorite word because he brings this up.
And the reason I always bring it up because everything y'all mentioned doesn't matter if it's not remembered beyond this point.
I like the way you think. Yes.
I would just like to list down the rebuttals from both sides coming from AEW. Said NXT roster was made by indie stars. AEW has made homegrown talent. Don Callis' heel work. MJF, Bell Collector Kenny, Cage, and Bucks' heel work, or work in general. AEW has reinvented themselves constantly, with popular chants and gimmicks. The timeless Tony Storr gimmick.
Yeah.
Hangman Story.
That's AEW.
Yeah, AEW style. And then, of course, the top 5 characters of AEW: Hangman, Tony, Bucks, Don Callis, and Christian Cage. We have NXT side with Ciampa's heel run. NXT was built off character work and storytelling. Oba's rise. Braun and Mello being destined for greatness. And NXT made the future of the industry. AEW fans run creative. Gunther and Asuka were booked as dominant forces. People tune into NXT more than AEW because it is more entertaining. And of course, the top 5 characters of NXT: Asuka, Daniel Bryan, Roxanne, Braun, and Finn Balor.
But keep in mind, he named Don Callis.
Okay, on to Impact. Ant, do you have those 20 minutes ready?
I would like to start, by the way.
Ooh.
Give me 1 second.
Ooh.
Take it away.
Go first this time.
Somebody became a man. Okay, Shush. All right.
Before we get to the final category, the final round, chat, let me know who's winning right now. Comment it down. Let me know who's winning. Let me know who you think is winning. Comment it down. All right, let's get right into it. Your time, ladies and gentlemen, it starts now.
Okay. Look, I know you said you wanted to start this off, but
Anyway.
No. Wait. Please let me talk. Please.
No,
Enforcers.
Already. We're already doing this. Come on now. Come on.
I'm going first.
Dude, you already
Make
have
up your mind. Who's going first?
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
Commercial?
Make up your fucking
Commercial?
mind. Who's going
Commercial?
first?
Okay, wait.
Shout out D-Wade.
Please,
Oh
shush,
my God.
shush. I gave you 2 chances to go first, so please let
Cool.
me.
No. Hey, we
No,
gotta
no, 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 no.
That's
We're
not
not
how
doing
it
that.
works. That's not how it works. That's not how it
We're not
works.
doing
We're
that. He
gonna
added
reward him
to
for
All right,
being
just
a
to let everybody
bitch.
know,
We're gonna reward him
1850.
for being a bitch.
It's already at 18. It's already at 1850, bruh.
Last category. Y'all better make
We're
this
not
count.
wasting time.
Shush,
So,
go.
the impact. I'm gonna bring up one point. CM Punk. If it weren't for AEW, CM Punk wouldn't be back in WWE.
Right.
Simple.
Okay.
Okay. He's the AEW's the reason he's back. Okay. The fact that it started again off a tweet, and look how big it is now.
Right. That's coincidence.
How many other companies can you say done that? You can't.
Okay.
Okay, there's a reason why, John Moxley left to join AEW, because he's seen something.
Okay.
Because he's now one of the biggest stars now. He wasn't that in WWE, but in AEW, people see him completely different.
Correct.
Coat. The fact people like Ed, Chris Jericho, Big Show, Mark, like the fact all of them went from WWE to AEW. Hold on. Daniel Bryan went there. The fact they think.
Interrupting.
Hold on. Yeah. Shush. Name those names again who made the jump from WWE to AEW.
Made the jump. Okay.
Thank you.
Wait, who did you write down?
Just name them again.
Okay.
Name them again. You were interrupted.
Okay, you've got Ed, Chris Jericho, Big
Show.
Show, Mark Henry, Bryan Danielson, Swerve, Tony Storm.
Oh my God.
No, hear me out. Hear me the fuck out. Okay, you got FTR.
We listening. You ain't saying shit.
Wait,
Shitty
can you
shush.
Can you count Kenny Omega? Because he was. Can you count that?
No, he does not count.
No.
Okay.
What do you mean?
But
We're not
the
gonna
fact-
give you a free speech.
Okay, hold on. But the fact that they see that they can jump to AEW, because I'm sure you thought a lot of them would be WWE lifers.
Mm-hmm.
The fact they jumped to AEW because they probably seen something, they've seen how big it can be, the potential.
I agree.
Even Cody Rhodes, like the fact the Young Buck, Kenny and Hangman almost joined WWE in just before AEW started, but they said no and they went with their own thing, and now they're at a point where they don't need to go because they've already made a bigger impact and a name.
What you just did is
The fact,
congratulated them
the fact
on
they
yourself.
can work with Ring of Honor, TNA, New Japan, because look at the stars they've got in return. They've got Okada, they've got the Kesha, they've got Will Ospreay.
Who the fuck is?
Like, it's an impact. The fact they can do collabs with different companies, grab their stars, they can do Forbidden Door. You didn't really have to have WWE. They weren't doing shows with TNA. They only done it recently. It took them this long. AEW
let's
done it
not
first.
forget AAA. Let's
Wait,
not.
it only happened recently.
And we're not gonna just act like, okay, look, that's the difference. That's what you're not understanding. AEW needs help from other companies. Companies needs WWE's help.
Yeah, shout out to the 10 people watching right now. Appreciate it.
You can say the same thing for WWE because they also have their partner companies.
Okay.
But continue.
Right.
If you look at it,
If it's not. No. Wait. I'm gonna explain you the difference, Yael. You yellow. The difference is WWE. They do it strictly for the money. That money. They're not out here just doing business partnerships for the fun of it, like AEW is, and how the indie market is. They collab because it helps them. WWE collabs because it makes them that money. Okay, you understand? They don't need to be doing this. They just greedy. We all know WWE greedy, but that's not the convo here.
I thought we were defending NXT, not WWE. This is NXT. What impact does NXT have?
Okay. What impact does NXT have?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I don't think not even WWE, but wrestling in general would have the expectations that it has now if it wasn't for NXT. At one point in time, NXT was fucking everyone up. We all only watched NXT. At one point in time, NXT was the only good wrestling in the business. NXT overall impact made everyone step their game up. If you don't think that AEW ain't stepped their game up because they're getting compared to a lesser than company like NXT, if you don't think that made the wrestlers work harder and made the company make better decisions, you're foolish. If you don't think that the wrestlers on SmackDown and Raw noticed how the rookies are getting better reactions than them, if you don't think that made them step their game up, you're foolish. If you don't think NXT literally didn't change wrestling, you're foolish.
I've got another point. The fact WWE copies AEW sometimes. The fact they can't even mention AEW's name on TV.
Right.
They've done it with TNA. They've done it with Ring of Honor, New Japan. They've mentioned all the other companies. AEW, they don't.
Got a question.
The fact,
what does that have to do with anything?
Wait.
I got a question.
I think the only time they've done that is when Sami Zayn mentioned AEW, if I'm not correct.
How did WWE copy AEW?
Because they would do that counter programming.
Just because WWE likes competition, you gotta understand. You weren't copying. That's a prime example there. Women put on a better show than AEW that day. You understand? WWE's women roster put on a better pay-per-view than WWE that day. I mean, AEW that day. My fault. Let's keep it a bag. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it
What's your rebuttal for that?
WWE's women's roster clears NXT. And guess what? The backbone of WWE's women's roster is literally NXT. Literally. Literally. If the women can clear AEW, what do you think the men and the women of NXT can do to AEW?
I still think AEW can do better.
Wait, let me get this straight here. So you said WWE women's roster clears AEW?
I don't know. They had a better pay-per-view that day. They did that day.
Well, okay, I know it was Evolution, but what was the pay-per-view counter? What was the pay-per-view they were going
all
with?
in. And that's another thing. I don't agree with that point, saying that AEW's transformed themselves plenty of times, because we've been having the same AEW pay-per-views for the longest now. Okay? Transform where? Where's the difference? They're the same AEW that they were when they started.
Wow. Never mind. Never mind. This ain't my debate. Shush. If you don't say something.
You gotta. You see, hey, I was waiting for this to bring
That's a massive.
Shush. What's your
right,
rebuttal?
the same thing. Like, come on, bro. I know you right there. Just say it. And he said,
You gotta say it,
So
Shush.
again, what company can you say can almost sell out Wembley? Please tell me what company so early on in their tenure.
WWE. Do I gotta spell it out to you again? NXT, nigga.
Somebody fact check that. Somebody fact check that real quick.
We are not talking about WWE. We are talking about NXT.
That is true too.
NXT. NXT.
So you don't wait. Y'all are seriously gonna sit here and think that NXT can't sell out Wembley? So you don't think Obafemi and Ricky Starks won't be able? You don't think Obafemi and Javon? You don't think Obafemi wouldn't sell out Wembley by himself?
we gotta get. Hey, that's something I can't comment on for real. Well, it's something I just gotta see.
I can comment. But this ain't my debate. That's what I'm saying. I could rebuttal, but this ain't my debate. So,
by the way, 940.
End it right here. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. Shush, and you can have the floor. NXT. This is exactly what NXT did. This is the impact they had on wrestling. For the longest, we just had Raw and SmackDown. Now, I don't know about y'all. Y'all were tuned into the indies. Y'all were tuned in. But I grew up on WWE. Y'all know me. I'm a WWE stan. I grew up on Raw and SmackDown. Take me as an example. NXT is the reason I know about New Japan. NXT is the reason I know about AEW. NXT is the reason I know about the Indies. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, okay? We would not, and I'm not saying y'all because I understand y'all are wrestling fans. Y'all enjoy the art. So y'all, y'all deep dive. Y'all look into it. But I enjoy the entertainment of it. And NXT is what introduced me to wrestling for real. And I think I can't only speak for myself. I think I'm speaking for millions of wrestling fans. We would not love wrestling the way we love wrestling if it wasn't for NXT. And I feel like that impact trumps anything and any accomplishment AEW has ever done. Who cares they sold out Wembley? Okay, they sold out Wembley. But how many people have they made fall in love with their brand? Okay? How many people love AEW? I'm not saying they don't have loyal fans, but how many people love wrestling because of AEW? People I showed a wrestling video to my friend. The Swerve Strickland and Ospreay match going up against the Young Bucks. You know what my friend told me? It looks like IRL anime. I showed him NXT. You know what he said it felt like? A movie. You can't really argue with feelings, bro. Sometimes you got to take the feelings as facts. In this situation, when it comes to all-time NXT and all-time AEW, when it comes to overall viewership of all time, you have to look into the feelings of the people because this is a business built around the people. And the fact is, the people were more impacted by NXT.
Rebuttal.
Yes. All right. So what I'm going to say is, goes to America every week.
Your mic's low.
Your mic's low.
Can't hear you, Shoosh.
You need to fix that mic.
Hey, yo, shitty shush. Fix your shit, nigga.
Okay, again.
Is this better?
Yep.
Keep talking.
640, by the way.
So, AEW goes around America, like around the world yearly. Where does NXT go? Where does that take place?
Bro, Worlds Collide. We're not finna act like NXT didn't literally introduce
my question.
the United Kingdom.
But it takes place in their performance center. Doesn't hold many people. So there's that. The fact they was on the high up from like 2015 to like 2019. They came back NXT 2.0, ruined everything.
Did it?
It wasn't. It was bad. Braun Breaker's NXT title was not that good. AEW, they went through COVID. They had their bad times, but this whole year they've showed they can compete with WWE. Their pay-per-views have been better than WWE mostly this year.
Correct. I'll give you that. You are correct. This year, not all time.
Yeah, but they were still doing good.
Yeah, you're right. They were doing good, but you see, NXT was doing the best. You understand the difference here? NXT was looked at as the best wrestling company in the business. AEW is now looked at as, a good company in the business. NXT has been doing this shit, bro. They've been doing this shit since TakeOver 1. You think it's called TakeOver for no reason? You think they called NXT TakeOver for no reason? No, they really took over.
But again,
Church rebuttal.
Again, was NXT the reason CM Punk came back? No. A small company is the reason we've got CM Punk back now. He's currently their world champion.
Did we need CM Punk? I can name 5 people who could be champions.
The fans were chanting his name. Both shows go we want CM Punk back.
They chanted his name. No. They chanted CM Punk's name when we brought CM Punk up. WWE made CM Punk relevant. CM Punk did not make WWE relevant.
Yeah, but WWE was shutting him down at every track. Stephanie McMahon.
You know why? You know why? Because he's a toxic individual.
Interrupting again.
No more interruption.
Interruption again.
It's as simple as man. CM Punk never went to AEW and did that dumbass shit and learned his lesson. He would never be in WWE. You are right. But that's the thing. If he was never at a shitty company with shitty rules and shitty officials and shitty people working there, he would not be had a good company with good officials and good rules and a good environment. You understand why I'm picking up? CM Punk realized he took WWE for granted. It's that fucking simple. He realized it's not as bad as John Moxley saying. John Moxley just wants to be on the top, and nothing. That's cool. That's just what he wants to do. But
I have another name.
do not sit here and say
Rebuttal.
John Moxley would have been a world champion.
Rebuttal.
345.
I'm gonna give you another
Okay.
penalty. Don't shut up.
I'm gonna give you another name. Okay.
Why are we listening to shit? Shush. His name is
Let us speak. Let us speak. Let us
It's a
speak.
debate.
Let us speak. Let us
Shut
speak.
up.
Let me talk.
Don't speak.
The biggest story in wrestling, what was that? A certain someone completing their story. They were in AEW. So if it wasn't for Cody starting AEW, he wouldn't have came back to WWE and defeated arguably one of the biggest heels of recent memory.
You're right.
You know, that whole gimmick started, well, it didn't really start, it started in the Indies, but then he went AEW, and then he came back to WWE, and he finished the story.
You are correct.
If it wasn't for AEW, Cody Rhodes, who knows? Maybe he would have came back.
Who
And he probably
knows?
would have still been doing the dash and stuff.
Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? Well, let me tell you what would have happened. Please let me tell you what would have happened. If Cody Rhodes never went to WWE, we would still been going with the Bloodline story. Y'all can't sit here and say that wasn't a good story. It's considered one of the greatest WWE storylines of all time, right? Right? The Bloodline story, hello, Bloodline, Tribal Chief,
Yeah, but
stick your
if you're
fucking
looking
one
at
up.
the impact,
Wait, hold on. Can I say something here?
Again.
I'm gonna pull an Allen Iverson real quick. We're talking about NXT. We're talking about
NXT.
NXT.
You have
NXT,
continuously
bro.
brought up the main roster. We are talking about NXT. Keep it NXT.
Okay.
Continue.
NXT and the main roster are two different things.
Yeah, but with
Keep in mind of that.
No. But what I'm
Love
trying
it.
to explain to y'all is that the main roster wouldn't exist without NXT.
I understand that, but we're talking about
We're
NXT.
talking about NXT.
We're talking about
No.
NXT.
We're talking about overall impact. We're talking about overall
That's
impact.
NXT. We're talking about NXT.
If we talk about overall impact, a lot of the impact from NXT translates to what they do on the main roster. So it's
Thank you.
not that
Somebody
hard
has
for him
common
to get
sense.
the main roster.
Somebody can think around this bitch.
It's not crazy for him to bring up the main roster because their impact translates to what they do on the main roster.
Because it wouldn't exist.
And I just want to point out too, until he said it, I ain't really think about it. When you look at that women's roster, it's like 90% women from NXT. Like,
Yep.
you know, like when he said that shit, I sat back here and I like really try to go through the roster. I'm like, NXT.
I heard Bloodline though. I was hearing a lot of
NXT.
Yeah,
Bloodline.
why are we helping? Why are we helping competitors?
No one's helping.
Not helping, just
I mean,
No one's helping.
look, we got a minute.
They just repeated what I said. They didn't help me. But okay, you're right. I brought up the Bloodline. All right, I shouldn't have did that.
But you're good.
He was talking about the finish the story. So I'm thinking, okay, if he's able to talk about what's going on in the main roster, so am I. So that was misunderstanding on my part. The thing is, NXT overall impact would not. No, AEW would not be where it's at right now if it wasn't for NXT. I'm gonna be honest. Pac. Let's talk about Pac. Let's talk about the influence Pac had on AEW. Pac is from NXT. Claudio is from NXT.
10.
That is time.
Ring of Honor, but okay.
Oh.
6, 5, 4.
Vegas code.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Now that concludes the impact
Guys,
section.
that is the end of
Yeah.
the last 50 minutes for this category, and then that is the end.
Wait, just
I'm
I
gonna-
was like,
Wait, but I thought just in case there is one more.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
What's
saying,
the
you
last
know,
one? I just want to know. Out of curiosity.
you can't know unless we get there and then after, you know.
Yeah, and then
We're not gonna give anybody time to think just in case we get there. Then you back here thinking, nah.
Hold on, because we look at we have 3 categories. We all agreed on to 3 categories. Now we got closing statements. Each closing statement is going to be 5 minutes. So whoever wants to go first for the closing statement, maybe
All
you
right.
summarize everything.
Yeah. I just want to
Okay.
say, Amp,
No more
I just
than
want to say
5
before the
minutes.
closing statement. I just want to say before the closing statements, both rebuttals from both men. And the A for the AEW side, AEW was the reason Punk came back to wrestling. Moxley saw the impact of AEW. Edge, Jericho, Big Show, Mark Henry, I guess, and FTR also jumping ship to AEW. AEW stars have big impact to where WWE isn't needed. NXT 2.0 was trash. If it wasn't for Cody in AEW, he wouldn't have been the star today. As for NXT side, wrestling would not have expectations if not for NXT. Rookies getting better reception than main roster AEW talent. The women's roster of NXT is better than AEW whole roster. And NXT is the reason people know the Indies. And I just want to tally up from this entire debate. Shush has gotten no penalties, whereas Greatness has tallied up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 penalties.
Okay, my
9.
point, Yellow, you right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nigga. I don't care about your penalties because at the end of the
Look,
day, I am right.
look, Yael. Look.
Commercial break.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
Okay, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in.
Oh my god!
Before we get to the closing statements, and everything, just want to say this. Look, I didn't count no penalties. I wasn't doing
This
nobody else is
funny.
doing a point system because I'm not doing a point system. I'm doing based off the better argument, the better details, the better things you said in each category. I just want to let everybody know that. So, Greatness, I just want to let you know the whole penalties don't. You're good. All right. Now let's get to the closing statements.
Let me start. For
Hold on.
starters,
Hold on. We're going to get a timer out. Timer starts now.
now, okay, look, I'm not the type to, really hold your word against your word. But earlier you were naming names like, Edge, Big Show, Chris Jericho. And don't get me wrong, yes, they had very good runs in AEW. They did good in AEW. But I think this is where you need to see the difference. People go to AEW to end their careers. People go to NXT to begin them. You see, the difference between the two is NXT makes people. AEW does nothing but breaks them down. And it's that simple. It's that simple. Name one ex-NXT or WWE wrestler that's went to AEW and has done decently good enough, better than, the Japan or, indie stars that AEW has. Swerve, okay, that's one. Swerve, that's one. Okay, Swerve. You're gonna
Timeless.
say Swerve. Who?
Timeless Tony Storm.
Okay, Timeless Tony Storm. Two prominent examples. I like that. Julia, Stephanie Vacquier, Ethan Page, Ricky Starks. Do I need to keep going? I don't. Point proven. Shoosh. NXT and AEW are simply on different levels. Simply on different levels. And it's okay that they are on different levels. And it is okay that you enjoy a lesser level show. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so I just want to get this clear real quick before anything. Great news. You said Ricky Stark, Stephanie, and Ethan Page.
And Julia,
And Julia.
Was Julia in AEW?
I feel like didn't she do good though? Like didn't she go over there? Or I
Julia,
might be
Julia
No,
was
she
never
never
in
wrestled in
AEW. Julia was never in
AEW.
okay, that's
AEW.
on me. Okay, that's
She was
on me.
never
That's
in
on me.
AEW.
Seven as a no, just
I'm not
254,
always right.
254.
Look, I'm not always right, but when I am right, I'm right. But when I'm wrong, it's very obvious that I'm wrong.
All right, you
Can I do
got
my closing segment?
he got 241 left. You got anything else to say? Close it off. Get it.
Yep.
Yes,
This is
actually.
easy.
Yes, actually, I do. Wait. I have 2 minutes. Shut your mouth, Shush.
Damn.
Starting from the jump, when we look at the beginning of both shows, AEW was being looked at from the beginning. We all had our eyes on AEW. We all wanted to see what they were going to do with the first pay-per-view. We all have been paying attention to AEW since they've started. NXT simply had to earn our attention. And I feel like when they earned our attention and we had, let's be honest. Nobody was really tuning into NXT at the jump. Come on now. Y'all wasn't tuning in from the rip. Y'all might have went back. Let's keep it back. Majority of people didn't care about NXT. NXT made us care about them. Majority of people care about AEW. AEW made us not care about them. And it's that simple. AEW, they please the fans, but they're bad at it. While NXT don't please the fans, but god damn it, they're really good. And that is the difference between both companies. What, why are you looking like that? You think NXT pleases the fans?
Shush.
Wait. No, greatness. This is a closing statement. You gotta end it off with a bang. Summarize everything, man.
Okay.
You got a minute five.
I believe bro, I told y'all from the jump, this wasn't close. This wasn't a debate. If you ask me personally, if we were asking for my opinion, AEW hasn't done anything, nor shown enough, nor made a great impact, nor had a good enough matches to even be compared to NXT. NXT has had really a yellow. Come on.
Hey man, you got 35. You got 35 seconds, bro.
Look, I never needed 5 minutes because like I said at the beginning, I want this shit when you accepted the argument.
But I mean, you got 25 seconds left, so you kind of did need the 5 minutes. But
Hey, it's on him if he want to use them.
13, 12.
We're down to 20, bro.
That's it.
Go ahead, Oracle, for the last 10 seconds, greatness.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. Shush.
Okay.
Your time starts now.
Me personally, AEW's done a lot for me. Okay, AEW is the reason a lot of people over here went to their first ever show, their first ever big pay-per-view. Okay, WWE, like they've not had WrestleMania, but like they've not had a big show here in God knows how long. The fact I was able to go to my first 3 big pay-per-views over here, it's great. Okay, AEW has such good variety. Like, it's the alternative for a reason. They can have Texas Death, Anarchy in the Arena. They can do crazy ass spots. You can jump off a ladder through plexiglass. Like
real glass.
Yeah, it's real glass. Damn it. Like,
yeah, it's real glass.
Real glass.
Like the fact
Real
that
glass.
like AEW can do so much.
I'm not gonna lie, Shush. They need to start calling you stupid.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Interrupting, but anyway. But yeah, AEW is literally the alternative for a reason, because you see it on AEW, you wouldn't see it in WWE. They don't do the blood stuff that much. They don't curse as much. They don't like Tony Khan actually listens to the fans. Okay, this ain't me glazing, but he listens to them more than So
NXT?
Don't interrupt me. So,
No interrupts.
Yeah, they just do so much things more, like they do things so much more better. Like Tony Khan, seeing the criticism they got last year, and he's turned this year into a great year. like I don't need to say much more. Like, hasn't
Yo,
really
I'm
been
gonna
that
be
much
honest.
bad stuff. Like since the whole Punk and the Elite stuff, they've gotten a lot better. It's not toxic. It's not like it's good. It actually feels good to watch. I actually look forward. Like they're doing Blood and Guts tomorrow.
Gluts.
They're doing Blood and Guts tomorrow, and it's going to be great.
Blunt and
Glutes.
guts. Blunt and guts.
Blunts and
Blood and
guts.
Guts.
248,
Hold up.
248,
Hold up.
248, 248, 248.
That's my type of party.
I might tune into that one. I might tune into that
Oh,
one.
no, wait, hold on. Did I say blood?
No.
That's exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what
Yeah,
you
I meant
said.
blood.
Yeah,
I went blood.
Wait,
and
no,
guts.
no, no, shush. What you said?
Don't interrupt me.
Was
Don't
bullshit.
interrupt me.
Wait, bro.
Interrupting.
Oh, now.
It's the big show. Oh wait, my bad.
Hold on. Getting back to that point, actually.
Continue.
Hold on. I wanna
211.
continue that thing. You say you laugh at the big show, Mark Henry, but they're still both they're both relatively decorated in WWE. I personally, I never thought they would go to AEW. Have they done anything? Not really. But the fact two stars like that went
If
to
they've done nothing,
AEW.
why do we give a fuck?
Don't
If they've
interrupt.
done
No
nothing,
interruption.
Again.
My
Let
God.
him finish
But
the
the
butt
fact-
How
off.
many interruptions are we gonna tally today? Damn.
All right.
Like
Minutes,
same
y'all
for Daniel
went up.
Bryan
Good.
and Edge. Yes, same for Daniel Bryan and Edge. I didn't think Bryan would wrestle again, but he went back to AEW and he's done great. The fact AEW's allowed people to do things they didn't think they could, like Edge. He returned and tagged with Christian that we've not seen them tag in God knows how long. 2011.
letting your wrestlers go through pain is not good.
Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. I didn't interrupt you.
Hey, bro, why you keep interrupting the man, bro?
Why you keep interrupting, bro?
But yeah, the fact AEW's allowed so much to happen, you've got to give it to them.
Man, I'm telling you.
They've done so much for this. Like, we'll look back on this 10 years again. If that would be crazy. So.
Okay. Now think.
Don't interrupt me.
Don't interrupt, bro. You interrupt again, you're gonna get muted. All right.
Go
Shush,
backstage
please.
or something. But yeah, like the fact. Going back to this. The amount of NXT people that were on AEW. Yvonne Evans was on AEW for NXT. Let's not forget that.
That is.
A lot of the females are as well. So.
Where do they thrive though?
So.
Greatness.
Please put him backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. I got mute you, bro.
But yeah,
Right.
like I said, AEW's done a great job. Like
10.
they've
11.
reinvented themselves.
I mean, not 7.
So
This man said 10, 11. We going up?
Nah, because I saw the viewer count go up to 11. I saw like 10 and 11. And then
out in time.
Nah, you can't shush.
You're done. You're done.
That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm happy.
Okay.
Oh shit, man. This Amp, bro. You need to take a vacation, my brother.
Dude,
No, he's doing the John Moxley. He's never getting a vacation.
I'm never getting a vacation. Yo, before we get to the final verdict, shout out to the 11 people watching right now. Appreciate y'all, man. Great debate. Great debate.
Man.
But ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to the final result. Let's get to the verdict. So this is how we're going to do things. So we obviously got the 5 judges on the panel. The 5 judges got the 2 enforcers. Yael already pretty much went over his list, gave his rundown of everything. I know Smoove had his notes and everything. Smoove, do you want to run over any of your notes by any chance? Give your opinion, not your final verdict, but your opinion.
I wrote down like some key notes.
Can you summarize it?
So matches. I'm just gonna say the first one, the one that's important, and that they keep defending. Greatness mentioned Gunther and Dragunov for one of the matches. Bailey and Sasha, so that was good. Shoosh mentioned freaking Osprey and Osprey and what the fuck does that say? I gotta hold on. I gotta read my notes real quick. He said Osprey, and he said a lot of Osprey matches. Shit. And he said MJF and Brian Danielson. So that's
I mean,
good.
Osprey is the 5-star right now.
And then for storytelling, Greatness talked about NXT is entertainment, and he talked about Oba Femi being a 2K My Career player. Uh, Greatness talked. I mean, not Greatness. Shush. Let me keep looking at my notes. And there's a lot. Greatness talked about a lot of heel characters for his storytelling, like Don Callis, MJF, Kenny Omega, when he was the belt collector,
Did you just
Christian
confuse
Cage.
greatness? Did you just confuse greatness with shitty? Did you just confuse greatness with
Are you
shitty?
interrupting me?
No, no, no. Are you disrespecting me? Yes, yes, yes.
I'm not this. I'm going over my notes. And mistakes happen, so I don't know why you're tripping for it.
All right.
When you're greatness, not when you're greatness.
Sure, buddy.
All right.
All right.
And
So
finally, Impact. Shush talked about CM Punk. That's all I gotta say.
ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to the final verdict now with the judges. So,
Hey, Angel, chill out, Angel.
What Angel say?
he mentioned the Falcons.
Oh,
I don't blame
wow.
him. Look, if I was a Falcons fan too, I'd be hurting like that, bro.
If he was a what?
A Falcons fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what Angel just said.
That's
But
my fucking football team you talking about.
All right, so this is how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go one by one by one. So everybody is gonna mute, and we're gonna go judge by one judge by one judge by one judge. And respectfully,
you
let
going
them
backstage?
speak. It's up to everybody. Do you want to have the two contestants and one judge at a time, or
That's valid. That's
valid?
valid. That's valid.
So, Dionte, I'm pretty sure you probably want to go last, right? Bet.
I'll go second to last.
TJ, you want to go first?
Go last.
Hey, put me in any spot. I don't care.
All right,
Feel me? I can start it off. All right, fellas. First and foremost, great debate. Y'all both did y'all thing. Entertaining as a election. I thought so. Start off.
Technical difficulties.
It had to happen now, man.
What, bro? Okay, we might as well count that as my vote. We know what he was gonna go.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go first because I'm the Hogan. I'm Aaron Hogan here. I'm the one who makes the decisions. This is the show. Okay, let me stop.
Man, my
All
boy
right.
Ant. Let's go to Ant.
That's good. This is my final verdict here. So you both had really good arguments. So let's go down with the matches first. For the matches, I was looking for some good matches named. Look, AEW has phenomenal matches. NXT also has phenomenal matches. But from the two of you, when listing matches, I got to side with Greatness when it comes to the matches for that. So that's the one thing. Greatness, he listed a bunch of great matches. He listed, the impact of the matches, Sami Zayn being the HBK of NXT, the whole Gargano, DIY being one of the greatest NXT tag teams. He went in depth about that. Shoosh, I'm going to give it to you too because you named a bunch of really good matches that I liked in AEW. But I'm going to give the slight edge to Greatness just because of the other matches that led to impacts and everything, the advancement of the stars. But let's go on to storytelling and character work. This was neck and neck for me. Definitely neck and neck. Greatness mentioning the reason people watch NXT is because of the storytelling, the characters, naming Braun, Mello, the rise of Boba Femi, Braun Breaker, Asuka and Gunther's dominance. Those are good points right there. The thing that kind of threw me off, though, was the whole Asuka, Daniel Bryan, Roxanne Perez, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor. There's a lot better options you could have put for the character work. I was probably looking for Champa. I was probably looking for, let's see. I'm trying to think here. Bailey. Bailey's a good character. People like that. Like Prime, you know.
Can I speak or no?
At the end. Because we're just all giving our verdicts right now. Shoosh, honestly, I really like what you incorporated into your responses and shit. Talking about some of the top wrestlers in NXT, WWE from ROH, which is true. WWE wrestlers aren't really homegrown talent. Some of them are, like Cena and them. But if we're talking NXT, prime black and gold NXT, there were people from ROH, PWG, TNA, just to name a few. The character work that you named was great too, like the heels, Don Callis. I mean, Don Callis is the manager. You could have probably named the wrestler, but the other wrestlers that you named, Christian Cage, MJF, Kenny Omega, Belt Collector to be specific, Young Bucks, like that. The Jack Perry turning into a heel, Swerve, the rise of Swerve, his character being a mid-carder jobber, NXT to being one of the greatest superstars in AEW history.
Young Buck.
Tony Storm turning into Timeless. Tony Storm being in that shitty faction to being one of the greatest women's wrestler in AEW history. So yeah, and then the overall impact. Yeah, with overall impact, I'm not gonna lie, Shoosh made really good points. I think a lot more stronger points for the impact. I'm not gonna lie, he did make a lot more stronger points.
Can I speak?
At the end, bro. At the end, let me finish. Let me finish here because. Brainus mentioned, collabing with AAA, Impact, WWE wouldn't be where it's at right now with NXT, which is a good point. The whole CM Punk realizing he took WWE for granted, I understand that, but with Shoosh, he nailed it on the head. Talking about if CM Punk didn't join AEW, he wouldn't be back in WWE. We wouldn't be where we're at right now with him being world champion, which is true. The whole idea of people jumping from WWE to AEW gave them a little bit of a boost, which that does make sense. Jon Moxley having a better career in AEW than he did in WWE. The whole, character reinvention. I do agree with that. Selling out Wembley, the whole selling out All In. He hit those points right on the nail right on the head. Those are what I was looking for. So honestly, if I had to choose the winner of this debate, I'm going to go with Shoosh.
This is rigged. Because you cannot seriously sit here and say, yes, AEW had a good impact. AEW had a good impact on AEW. NXT had a good impact on wrestling. And that is what y'all are missing.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even though NXT may have had a good impact, which they did, Shoosh had better arguments. I feel like Shoosh had better arguments.
I don't think so. I just think
he gave more examples. I feel like he hit more points on the head. He gave more details.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. He was talking about Ring of Honor and the Indies. Are we talking about the Indies or AEW?
They're just talking about where they started off and going into AEW because you did mention that as well.
Okay, then I feel like it's only fair that y'all consider my rebuttal to that, and it was the future of the NXT superstars.
But you got to realize, I'm not the only one here making the decision. We got 4 other judges that got to make the decision too. So.
You're the only one who ignored the impact of.
I didn't ignore the impact.
Let the guy speak, man.
No. Look. Don't get me
wrong.
All right, bro. No. It's just like this.
I'm out.
Shoosh, you're right.
No, I'm not doing this.
You said I could talk. You said I could talk. Ant, you're gonna let me talk.
Let's talk at the end.
No. Shush. You're not.
All right. I said at the end. I'm just gonna say this. Because we already all pretty much made our decisions of what the final verdict is. I don't know everybody else's decision. This is my decision. So we're going to go on, so forth. So, next.
This is rigged.
Hey, Shoosh.
Look.
All right. First things first. Great debate. I would have wished that Shoosh would have been more optimistic, but greatness jumped at every occasion that he could. So there's that. Now, first things first, matches. Greatness, you mentioned Sammy versus Cesaro, Ilya versus Gunther. Did you mention Bailey versus Sasha or am I,
Yes,
am I
yes,
mistaken?
yes. The most impactful match in wrestling.
Okay. Um, and what's the other two matches you named? Just
Gunther and Ilya, Gunther, Ilya, and then Carmelo. Well, I didn't name this, but you could take this into consideration. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Shush. Obviously you came out in the matches. You did not disappoint. You named Brian Dennison versus Will Ospreay. Heyman versus Swerve. For like any match you could take from that. I'm blanking. What's the other match you named? I'm blanking.
What's the what?
What's the other match you named? I know you named him versus Swerve, Danielson versus Ospreay. What's the other match?
There was the Kesha, Ospreay, and Ricochet.
Okay, that's one. Okay. When it comes to both sides, I feel like it was definitely some matches that y'all could have incorporated into your arguments. For example, Shush, you could have named Kenny versus Mox. Could have named that match. When it comes to greatness, I feel like I'm pretty sure you did mention Gargano's matches. You couldn't name any of the fucking War Games matches with the Undisputed Era. For example, Undisputed Era versus Team Ciampa. But that might be nitpicking. So for this category, like I said just earlier, I wish you were a little bit more optimistic and jumped at more opportunities. So with matches, I'm going to go ahead and get it to greatness because I feel like he didn't just name like everybody knows about Gargano versus Andrade or the 2 out of 3 falls match. He named matches that people haven't really thought about in a long time. So I feel like he kind of got a point for that. Boom. Storytelling. Now, greatness, you did mention Gargano versus Ciampa. Now, me personally, Gargano versus Ciampa is probably one of my favorite storylines of all time. You mentioned Over Family's Rise, which I didn't, and like kind of shaky in my opinion because I feel like it was better examples you could have named, but it's not my debate.
Gunther Oscar. Let's not forget Gunther. I feel like Gunther and Oscar is
Let him talk, man.
example.
Let him talk.
Hold on. You did mention Gunther and Oscar, which I do give you that. But like I said, I feel like it's other storylines during that time that could have been a better example. But that's that. Just obviously you named Heyman's development, Swerve's development. Kind of iffy about the Young Bucks because I don't really see any type of development when it comes to them.
Okay.
You also named y'all top 5 characters. Greatness with your list. I'm not gonna lie. No. I feel like I would have thrown in Ciampa's development. Well, I think no, you did throw in Ciampa. I'm tripping. Gargano's development. Sammy's probably the best underdog. Well,
okay, wait. Can you read my list back to me real quick? I kind of forgot it.
Let him talk, man. Jeez.
Okay. So
shush.
Hey, both of y'all, hush. If I'm not mistaken, your list was Oscar. You named Ciampa. Did you name Gunther? You named Daniel Bryan.
No.
Okay.
I named Daniel Bryan. I named Oscar, Roxanne, Daniel Bryan,
okay,
Ciampa, and Finn Balor. And you're trying to tell me they aren't impactful to NXT?
Okay.
I feel like they're the definition, no?
Let's start here. You talking to probably one of the biggest Finn Balor fans of all time, right? Let's start there. I'm not arguing with you with that.
Okay.
But when you bring in people like Daniel Bryan and Roxanne Perez, now let's start here, right?
Exist without Daniel Bryan.
Hey, shut your mouth. I'm talking.
Exist without Daniel. No. Deezy, shut your mouth, Deezy. Because look, here's the problem.
Eric, can you mute his mic, please? Thank you. Now, your argument being that Daniel Bryan started NXT, but we're not going to ignore the fact that when Darren Brown was in NXT was legit a parody of wrestling. It was legit a game show. So I don't necessarily see that argument. Same with Roxanne, even though Roxanne is probably one of the greatest NXT women's to ever come through that system. There's people you could have put Gargano, you could have put Adam Cole, you could have. There's so many people that you could have put in those spots.
Shayna Baszler.
Shut your mouth, Shush. But I digress. Now, when it comes to you, obviously storytelling, whoever through that. What was your five characters?
Hangman, Christian Cage, Don Callis, Tony Storm, and Swerve.
I would definitely. Well, okay, that's good to know. When it comes to storytelling, like I said, Gargano and Ciampa is probably my favorite storyline of all time. But I can't ignore the significant impact that Hangman Swerve had. I take it as Gargano and Ciampa was just another feud, another amazing feud, an already established system. While to me personally, I feel like Hangman Swerve was a feud that helped establish AEW. So when it comes to storylines, I'm giving that to AEW. So that's a point for Shush. Okay. Now, Impact. This is something that I've been going back and forth on the most. Greatness. When you, I couldn't help to keep noticing that every time you brought up, well, we're trying to give an argument when it came to Impact, you kept constantly mentioning the main roster. Now, your argument being that why NXT it wouldn't be a main roster, which that's a good valid point, but also at the same time, and I'll mute him real quick so I can hear him. I'll mute him so I can hear him.
Okay, look, that wasn't my argument. Okay, I wasn't saying that like really NXT impacted the main roster. What I'm saying is that like the main roster literally would not be where it's at right now, or like as peak as it is right now, if it wasn't for NXT. Period. Like if NXT did not exist, we would still have same old shitty WWE. And the thing is, NXT, I'm gonna be honest, like I already said, they didn't just impact WWE; they impacted everyone. And I don't think the main roster would exist right now if it wasn't for NXT. And if that's not an impact, I don't know what is.
Okay. So with the argument you just gave me, right? My whole thing is that argument would have been valid if majority of the NXT call-ups didn't get fucked up.
They didn't get fucked up.
They did.
Ooh.
The last great NXT call-up was Kevin Owens.
You're insane.
No. But I digress. I can give examples of that if you want me to.
By all means, please.
He fucked up Finn Balor.
He didn't. Finn Balor fucked himself up by getting hurt.
Shut your mouth.
Wait, no. Let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. You say he fucked up Finn Balor.
Okay, hold on. I just want to intervene real quick. I just want to make sure everybody realizes we got 3 other judges we got to get through.
Okay, all right. That's cool. My bad. Now, I'll give examples. Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe. He fucked up Shayna Baszler, and so on and so on. That's just a select few. Now,
why use them when there's better?
Shut your mouth.
Why use them when there's better? There is better.
Now, I feel like when it came to your argument, your whole argument being about how AEW Punk's impact, but to be honest, I feel like actually no. I know what I'm doing. So with both arguments that was given to me, it came to Impact. the only reason why I'm giving the significant edge to AEW, and the reason why is because Shush brought up the whole point about the whole tweet and how the first ever All In had came about. It was something that wasn't seen before.
Okay.
And it turned into an alternative from the product that people have been used to for so long, and a product that has lasted this long, especially going up against the Fed, which doesn't really tend to happen. So for Impact, I'm giving it to Shush.
AEW has impacted nobody.
So with that being said, I got Shush win this battle 2-1 on my side. So.
Thank you, Deezy.
No, it ain't no thank you nothing because y'all are ignoring the argument. It is all-time NXT versus all-time AEW.
We got 3 more judges.
This is I thought we weren't.
Oh shit!
I thought we weren't keeping
It's me.
score. Are we
It's
keeping
me.
score? I thought we weren't keeping score.
What do you mean keeping score?
Because he said it's 2-1 now, and I'm like, okay, if y'all are making y'all decisions,
2-1?
No. It's 2-0 because we're not doing based on category. I mean, hey, if you say say for example, Greatness have the better matches. He named the better matches, this and the third, explain himself better in that category. Shush did it. Like, he's just naming that off. That doesn't go towards the final verdict.
He just based his final verdict off of that. Okay.
I'm talking about like the final score. I'm just saying that. We're not gonna tally up like the final score. I'm just saying like.
Okay.
What's good, Shush?
Good, man.
What's good, Greatness?
Fuck you, nigga.
Hey, that's how it's gonna be. That's cool.
No, let's not get biased though. Let's not be
Hey,
biased.
you, hey,
You don't like it, I'm wrong.
hey. Now you gotta watch yourself, cause I came in all happy and shit. But first off, I don't like neither one of y'all motherfuckers. but let's get to this on some real shit though. Bias aside, Shush, I'm gonna just go through everything. There were a lot of points where I was hoping that you would just shut him the fuck up, but you missed a lot. You missed a lot. I want to say when it comes to the characters point, Greatness, there were a lot of people you could have named, but honestly, when you're on the spot, you can only think of who you really know of, so I'm not going to really penalize you for that. Shush. The other thing I want to bring up real quick, I'm giving you Impact. Impact I'm giving you because you did come back at the end. That CM Punk shit, I can't, bruh. But that storytelling aspect, and this is personal, he got you with the storytelling because the one thing he said, I say it all the fucking time. I would love to be inside AEW, but they don't have the storytelling for me. I love wrestling, yes, but I love entertainment, and I love for you to catch me on the storytelling when I'm going to see it next week. I can't do that with AEW. I can't.
Valid.
And then you had that moment where you said, Big Show, Mark Henry, and shit like that.
I don't know why I said that.
I don't either.
But it is what it is.
For matches, I don't know if I didn't hear it. I did wish I heard the match that got me into NXT, which is Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, because that was the first step.
I named it.
Okay. So at that point, I was probably doing something. Okay. So that one. But I also got to give it to Greatness when he says, because I think I'm going to say what he's trying to get everybody to understand. So hopefully that's the point here. When he says NXT helped elevate the main roster, y'all do have to realize at a point, the main roster was ass, bro. He's not lying. A lot more people were tuning into NXT. So I can't sit here and not say he's not telling the truth when it's like, ayo, these young motherfuckers down here is doing some crazy shit. They are getting better reactions. Let's not forget, we've gotten the Survivor Series when NXT did invade. We got the NXT shit when they had to hold down SmackDown. We're not going to act like they didn't see that shit. Like, wait a damn minute. So I got to give that to him too.
Okay, so Axel, now I ask you, did that Survivor Series War Games not change wrestling as a whole?
Let's let him talk, man. We've got
wait.
people. Talk at the end. Shut up,
I'm
man.
just saying. I'm
Just
just
let him
saying,
talk.
we would not.
Please.
We
Every
would not
time
be
this
where we're at if it wasn't for that War Games match with
Pit.
NXT, Raw, SmackDown. We would not
Actual
be where
talk,
we're
zip
at
it.
right
I mean, he is right. He is right. So, like I said, we've had a lot of people talking. I'm not going to hold anybody up. Shush, you disappointed me. You really did. You did come back at the end. You did. Because when you said that CM Punk shit. Oh, real quick, another thing. I forgot what his rebuttal was. I think it was the feuds or something. And the fact that you didn't come back with it with MJF versus CM Punk. I think it was the Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano thing he was bringing up. And the fact that you couldn't think of that on the that one hurt. But like I said, at the end of the day, I give the debate to greatness. Great on both sides, but Shush, I just wish you came back at the end. But I feel like you was just sleeping a little bit. Like you were stumbling and shit. But like I said, I'm not gonna hold nobody up. So now it's 2-1, but my pick is greatness.
now. As should the rest of their picks be. Let's just keep it a buck.
Now, look, before I get back, unfortunately, back to what I was fucking saying, I would like both of them to be muted, and I'm gonna explain why once you mute them. They're
Muted.
All right. The reason I have y'all both muted, for one, because y'all have a tendency of interrupting, and anything y'all got to say is not going to change how the fuck I feel. And two, in terms of interruptions, I got interrupted in the worst way possible. I got fucking Hogan, so I'll be damned if I get interrupted again. Okay. And now, as I was saying, in terms of my matches, I give that to AEW. And the reason is, one, I didn't write down none of this list y'all said. That's too much fucking writing. I just went over the overarching points that I saw in y'all arguments. And although the catalogs to me is pretty even in terms of enjoyability and how the matches are, I give the edge to AEW because he had more of a mixture of old and recent matches, while you more so relied on past matches. Now, you didn't really name anything within like the last, I would say, 2 years. So that's the only reason I give AEW that edge. In storytelling, I give it to NXT because his overarching argument is that NXT kind of forces wrestlers to be good characters, while in AEW, they kind of have characters just to like for crowd reaction. They try to get cheap pops. You feel me? And another argument for NXT is better story brings more viewers, which in my opinion, I don't really believe, but the viewership does show like it. You can't retain your viewers without having good stories. You feel me? So I give that point to NXT. And Impact was the one I was most stuck on. Because Shush, your overarching argument in terms of with the CM Punk, Tony Storm, Swerve, all that, in terms of Impact, is that AEW gave another chance for wrestlers to shine, where in WWE they wouldn't have been able to, because there's always going to be a glass ceiling in WWE. We all know that. But for NXT, one of his overarching arguments is that with examples he brought up, they brought work weight wrestling to a casual audience. Because of how shitty the main roster was, a lot of the indie guys that was in NXT brung that style of wrestling and made it more popular to the casual audience, to the point that a company like AEW can exist and can have continued viewership. And another thing, main roster, like come from the main roster, that I give NXT was you feel me? You feel me?
Some technical difficulties again. Hold on, let's give it a second.
We had the knockouts, of course, in TNA, but you feel me? That was in TNA. It didn't affect everybody. You feel me? The 4 horsewomen coming out of NXT is the reason we actually got women's wrestlers how we do now in WWE. So in terms of impact, as great as AEW is in terms of impact, I give the slight edge to NXT, who was my overall winner.
Damn.
Look,
So it's really
Deontay,
came down
look.
to me, huh?
Look, Deontay, look. Keep it a buck, keep it a bag. NXT, all time, is better than AEW.
Just
all
let
time.
him talk, sharp.
All right. I just, for one, pat yourselves on the back. I think both of y'all did a great job when it came to y'all debate and the points that y'all made up. Y'all both did great.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So, for one, we're going to talk about matches. I will say, and I'm going to piggyback off what a few of them said. I understand, Shoosh, you were trying to follow the rules, but you weren't eager to, basically try to do what, greatness did. When you were trying to make points, greatness stopped you and came back and rebutted everything that you had to fucking say. I give him that, even though he kind of messed up because he wasn't supposed to do that for real, but it is what it is. All right. We're going to talk about matches. All right. AEW, you said Hangman. You said Hangman and Kenny versus the Young Bucks at Revolution. Osprey versus Bryan, of course. Takeshita, Ricochet, Will Osprey, Wrestle Dream. Hangman versus Will. Tony versus Blake Monroe, of course. Lucha Bros, Young Bucks, All Out 2021, great. CM Punk, MJF, dog collar match, and et cetera, et cetera. There was one more match you said. I can't even see that bit, but oh well. Okay. NXT. Bailey, Sasha. You, for some reason, Jeff and Matt Hardy. I don't know why that was brought up.
Because of the impact. You gotta understand.
But we're matches. Okay.
I feel like
Gunther, Tyler Bate, NXT Takeover UK. That match was incredible. I'll give you that.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I see where you're going at now. Okay.
Gunther, Ilya. In my opinion, I thought that was one of the best matches I've ever seen in my entire life. I was into that match from start to finish. Gargano, Andrade. I love that match as well. Philadelphia 2018. Probably the match of the year.
Hey, greatness knows greatness. Let's just say that.
Cesaro, Sami Zayn, great. DIY, FTR, great. Who else you said? Gargano, Ciampa, Takeover New Orleans.
Great.
One of the best storylines in wrestling history. We seen Ciampa come out with no fucking music. Gargano won that match. Incredible. There's one match.
I agree.
There is one match. Actually, there's multiple matches that you had left that you had put in. One, Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic. Why you didn't put that match on there, I don't know.
I didn't need it to win. I didn't need it to win.
Shoosh, you forgot to add Cody versus Dustin. Double or Nothing, 2019. Brother versus brother. 5-star match. Incredible.
I agree.
Greatness. The one match I really wanted you to put down.
Talk to me.
And you would have had me. Gargano versus Cole. 2 out of 3 falls. Takeover, New York. That match I probably consider the best wrestling match that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Me too.
Shoosh, you also forgot Bryan versus Swerve. I don't know if you said Bryan versus Swerve at All In 2024.
He didn't. He didn't.
You probably didn't. But in my opinion, Just because this match kind of clears, I'm gonna be honest, this match right here does clear the matches I see on this other roster. Danielson and Osprey does clear all the NXT matches I see on this card. Yes, I love Bailey and Sasha, and it did impact everything. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm giving the match. And yes, Shoosh missed a lot of Bryan Danielson matches, but I am giving the match to Shoosh. Okay, now we're gonna go on storytelling and character work. Okay, Shoosh, you made great points. You know, big heels like Don Callis, who, of course, we all hate Don Callis. MJF, we all hate MJF. Well, now we all love MJF. Timeless Tony Storm. I'm gonna bring her up because her character work in NXT and WWE was terrible. She left and became one of the biggest women's wrestlers right now. She went from Outcast, that sorry ass Outcast group that nobody cared about. She did win the AEW Women's Championship. Give that to her. But she went from that and became timeless. She gets a big pop every time she comes out. I love everything she do when she's talking on the mic. And it be the small shit. When she's on commentary, you know, I had a good time. Was it last week or the week before on Dynamite when she was on commentary and she was just saying anything that she wanted to say? That was fucking the chef's kiss. Okay, you talked about Hangman Adam Page, probably one of the biggest baby faces of all of wrestling. His run and what he did to get his first
No, no,
AEW.
no, no. Look, you know, interrupting's not really my thing. I don't really interrupt people.
God, man, let him talk.
Yo, bro, we gotta we gotta get through this, man. Let Dionte give his final verdict, man.
I know I'm being long, but it's for the good reason. Okay, you
It's the
talked about
tiebreaker.
Hangman. You talked about Hangman, biggest baby face. What he did to get that first world championship was great. Kenny, belt collector, amazing. Christian's Cage at Father of the Year. I was into that bitch. Who else you said? Okay. Now NXT. Ciampa, probably the biggest heel all of wrestling. We know. You did forget to mention Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling. He was NXT. We all know that. He was NXT. I'm looking at your points right now. You did forget Finn Balor as well. Finn Balor. But and I'm gonna let you slide because of what you said. Now, you talked about Daniel Bryan, and of course he was on NXT. But I mean, if we're gonna talk about all-time NXT, I really want to talk about, you know, the main show, not the game show. We don't really give a fuck about that. You probably could have gave me something better than Roxanne Perez. I don't think Roxanne was a top 5 character in NXT. Yes, she's probably one of the best women's characters in NXT, but I don't think she was a top 5 character in NXT. But in my opinion, for storytelling and character work, I am going to go with NXT. So greatness, you did win that. Impact. Now, I don't know if you brought this up with Impact. Oh, actually, you did. Greatness, I did like your point right here. You did say NXT has better character work and everything, and it shows with their ratings. Currently, NXT has a higher rating than AEW. I mean, AEW Dynamite only averages less than 500,000 viewers a week. NXT averages 500 to 600,000 viewers a week. So I will give you that. Now, Shoosh, you brought up Punk and AEW. I got to give you that. Without AEW, Punk would probably not even be in wrestling, if we're going to be honest here. And once Punk got into AEW, and I wish you would have had kept on going with your point. Once Punk came to AEW was probably the biggest, the hottest wrestling company at that time. When Punk was there, AEW was hotter than WWE, if we're going to be honest here. Now, you, Sir Greatness, you didn't bring that up. You didn't bring up that at one time, NXT was probably the hottest wrestling right now. At one time. Because 2019, 2018, WWE, nobody gave a fuck about that shit.
Wait. I feel like I said that multiple times. No,
you didn't. You didn't. I wish you would have, but you didn't.
I said that.
But 2018, 2019 WWE was dog shit. Everybody went and tuned in to NXT. And
wait,
you
I'm
also
so sorry,
brought.
but I have to correct you here. I did say that. This is what I said specifically. I said NXT, if they weren't doing as good as they were when they were the best show in the world, everybody else wouldn't have the expectations of wrestling we have today. And I feel like
shut the fuck up. He's
All
trying
right,
to talk.
yo, for real. You know what?
is that
Oh, okay.
We gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up.
Okay, so he did bring it up. Okay. So, also, I gotta give it a greatness because he did bring up, basically, what did he bring up? Oh, he kept on. I will say he kept on bringing up, main roster bullshit that had nothing to do with the debate, and I will say what Axel said. There was a lot of points that Shoosh could have made, and it would have helped him out so much better. You did bring up NXT 2.0. That really nobody really gave a fuck about. I did like that, AEW brought these ex-WWE stars and they became great. I don't know why you brought up Big Show and Mark Henry. They didn't do a goddamn thing. Big Show was on commentary. He wrestled maybe a few matches, and now he's nowhere to be seen on TV. Mark Henry, all he did was do commentary, do a little thing on a Rampage every fucking Friday, and now he's not even with the company. Also, you did bring up if it wasn't for Cody, he would probably, Cody's little thing, the story wouldn't have happened. You do have a point with that. Greatness brought up NXT women's roster. It is better than AEW's whole roster. In all time, okay, we that can be debatable. You also brought up NXT is the reason people know the indies. Now, that is true. A lot of people didn't know about the Adam Coles of the world, the Garganos, all that. Um, Now my decision, I don't know how people gonna feel about it, but if we're gonna be honest here,
Let's get everybody out here. Hear the final verdict.
Y'all know what's up, okay? Doesn't even have to say it.
my bad. I don't know why I just keep
But
all right. So your winner of this debate, it goes to greatness. Greatness, you are the winner of this debate.
The fuck? Look, I called you shitty shush for a reason.
Shoosh,
You weren't fucking-
I will say, Shoosh, I gotta give it to you because
Look.
the matches you had it, the character work kind of fell off. You were right there at Impact. If you would have gave me a few more points, you would have had me. But I gotta give it to greatness. Congratulations, greatness.
Okay, now look, I have something
Round of
to say.
applause. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Respectfully,
Clap for
respectfully,
greatness.
respectfully,
Y'all just
respectfully.
witnessed greatness. Y'all literally just witnessed greatness, and y'all aren't gonna clap for me. Come on. Now,
I'll clap for you.
I do have, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. But I do have something to say before I do leave.
Do we give him the screen, the full screen?
I mean, that's what we
Yeah,
do.
he won.
We do.
Go ahead. He won.
Full screen.
Good shit.
Okay, I like this. You're yellow. You're a little quiet. I don't like that. But I told y'all I was gonna do this. I told y'all this was gonna happen. I told y'all Shitty Shush wasn't fucking with greatness. And that's the thing. That's the problem with this entire argument, period. Y'all try to compare shitty to greatness. And you simply can't. Now look, I told y'all when I first joined the stream, y'all are going to be entertained, but I can only be one thing. This is what I do.
You're muted.
Fuck.
Leave? What the fuck? He just left.
He's definitely gonna come
does
back.
this nigga think he
He's
is?
definitely gonna come back and watch.
He gonna come back and say some crazy shit. I just know it.
Get ready for the copyright again.
Here we go.
Look, this is what I'm gonna say. Both competitors have really good arguments. They had really good debates. There were some details missed, some key points I was looking for. Even though I did choose Shoosh, greatness, hey, kudos to you. Congrats.
It's crazy too because the way the judges was set up, it was really a 2-0 comeback, bro. He was down 2-0.
That's greatness, is it not?
Like, that's
Greatness.
crazy.
That was greatness. Pure greatness.
Shush, what we feeling, bro?
Hey,
What we
I'm
feeling?
not gonna lie. The way it was looking, Shoosh, I thought you was about to get the dub.
Man, what?
Because no, hear me out. The reason why I chose Shush is because in the beginning, he didn't really have the strongest arguments. He kind of wasn't like fighting back. His eagerness wasn't really there. But in the end, he just swooped in. He just started going on a roll. Like he just started going crazy. The impact, naming, the CM Punk thing, the selling out the ROH, the All In, all that shit. Once you started naming all those, I'm like, okay, he's catching fire right now. So that's what gave me, the decision for Shush to win.
Middle one.
But you didn't. You lost the greatness.
It was neck and neck. I'm not gonna lie.
It was.
It really
Shoosh,
was.
Shoosh, do you have anything to say?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a whole bean. I feel like Shush didn't get a lot of his point across because one, he didn't even get to get his point across to begin with because Greatness literally interrupted every single chance he got.
Did you get the tally? Did you get the tally on that? Can we get the?
Yeah, no.
He has a lot of penalties, and he still fucking won.
I still have it.
Absolutely insane.
Nine different penalties. But yeah, no. This is you said that the penalties don't mean shit. So you know.
You're the enforcer.
Because like I said, if the penalties were actually in place, Shush would have won this by a landslide. Because the amount of times that he actually interrupted while Shush was trying to get his point across, he should have won by a landslide due to all of Greatness penalties, regardless of anything.
Hold up. I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't think Deezy's in here right now. But I have a message from the one and only Greatness.
Yep, I just got a message too.
And he says, I quote, I want Deezy next. My choice is Finn Balor. He can pick any wrestler of his choosing.
Oh.
This man's about to bash Finn Balor in front of Deezy. There's no way.
Oh, that man's brave.
Yep, I just got a text from Greatness too saying that. So, ladies and gentlemen, to be determined, the next debate is definitely going to be Greatness versus Deezy. 2026.
Holy shit.
Man, what a stream. We've been out here, what, 2:45? Damn.
2:42.
Still haven't ended it.
Shit.
Yeah, with that
Shoosh
being
is
said,
good.
appreciate
Shoosh
everybody
just
for
looks
showing up
out
and
of
showing
it,
out.
bro.
Yeah, Shoosh. You'll bounce back, Shush.
We should have won.
Damn, Shush.
You good, gang.
You'll be like Cody Rhodes after WrestleMania 39 Redemption arc.
Ew. That's nasty.
All I'm gonna say, I followed the rules. To me personally,
Exactly. He followed the rules. He should have
Followed the rules, but he
But
still
the
a fucking
enforcer.
no.
But the enforcer. You're the
Right,
you know,
I ain't gonna lie. Don't blame Greatness. Blame those two.
The enforcers.
They didn't enforce shit.
Yeah. Y'all let those 9 penalties happen.
You could have told me to mute. You had
Only
the authority
thing
to tell me to
enforced
mute.
was
You told me
ignorant.
to tally the penalties. I tallied the penalties. The penalties were 9, and you said yourself, "Oh, the penalties don't mean anything."
But yeah,
I'm like,
because
all
we
right,
weren't
cool.
doing points. We're not doing points. Why would we count the penalties if we're not doing points?
Because it is
But
literally
isn't
a category. If we're
the
going down
penalties-
by category, there was 3 categories. You could have tallied the points per category. If it was 1-1 per category, it would have went down to the last point until the last category, which was Impact, and you could have got your vote off of that. And saying that Greatness had that many penalties, you could have deducted points off of Greatness off that, and Shush would have won because he followed the rules.
I see what he
it was
means.
supposed to
Tallying
happen.
up which sections they won. I see what he means. Tallying up which sections they won, and then take away the penalties after. Like, that's a lot.
That is what I'm saying. If you want me
I
to
can't
be
lie,
an
9
actual
penalties.
enforcer, I enforced the
He did
rules,
cook.
and you told me that the rules did not matter.
Yeah, I can't lie. 9 penalties and no punishment is absolutely insane.
Thank you.
Because we weren't doing points. I thought we all agreed. We were just doing basically who had the better argument, better detail. I know we talked about, okay, he won this category, or he did this, he did that. I get we did that, but we weren't really counting
All I'm
points.
gonna say is, all I'm gonna say is, I don't
Who
know.
had the better argument?
But all I'm gonna say is, rightfully, Shush got robbed.
Ooh.
Shush got robbed.
The screw job?
The screw job.
Yeah,
The Antstroworld screw job? That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's crazy, and it's crazy because the intro is Hulk Hogan, and he literally Hogan Shush.
Me personally,
He Hogan me.
I'm out. I came on screen because he was glitching. His thing wasn't. So I had to go in and take place until he got his thing figured out.
I still think Greatness won regardless of penalties. You know, Shush, you
Yeah.
should have manned up and like went back. Like, you know, like
That's kind of my same thing.
No, but the reason I did was the whole penalties. I thought the penalties actually meant something.
That's what I'm saying.
I said in the
If I thought the
beginning,
penalties
I'm
didn't
pretty
mean
sure
something,
Dionte
I'd
and
be going
everybody
Well,
can say
Ant
too. We
said they
weren't
didn't
doing
mean
points.
shit, so I don't
We
know.
weren't doing
Exactly.
points. We were just doing who had the better argument, basically. We weren't counting
Yeah,
points.
I'm
We
not gonna
counted
lie.
points.
Yeah, I'm agree. I'm gonna say what Axel said. I really didn't care about. I mean, look, I did say like for real, greatness didn't give Shoosh time, but like we said, bro, you gotta man the fuck up, bro. If you see
True.
You gotta get that
I
shit off
follow
your
greatness
the
doing
chest.
this,
rules.
Yep.
you gotta get.
I'll
Hey,
be
you gotta
following
give
the
him
rules.
back that
Well, he was
same credit
breaking the
energy.
rules. You could have broken the rules too. We have
You could have
20
just
I
broke the
mean,
enforcers.
you
rules
follow the
yourself.
rules, cool. But
What?
I wouldn't have been mad.
Why? Why? No. Why? No. No.
No,
No.
no, no,
Overtime.
No!
no,
No!
no.
No!
So we just
Overtime
No!
admitted,
penalty.
we just admitted to saying that the rules didn't matter.
No,
All
no,
right,
shush,
cool.
don't tell
Now I
me.
know who
Don't
won.
tell me.
Obafemi's back in NXT.
Hey,
For
Ant
fuck's
said it.
sake.
Not Ant said it, so.
I
Who?
didn't say we were
What?
not enforcing the rules. I'm just saying, like, we had the rules. Greatness was
Yeah,
breaking the
but we've
rules.
got
We
the
had
But,
two
yeah, but
penalty.
you
enforcers.
you literally
We had
you literally
we
just
had
confirmed
two
that the rules
enforcers.
didn't
Your
matter.
enforcers were supposed to enforce. You could have told me to mute them. You guys were the ones in charge telling me, okay,
We
if you
told you
talk
to
out
mute
of
him
it.
multiple times over.
No, you
You
didn't.
didn't
You
listen.
told me later on. You told me later on during the debate to mute him. You waited like 50 minutes into the debate to tell me to mute him.
We told
You kept saying, oh, warning,
you.
warning,
I told you to mute
warning,
him like 3
warning.
times.
No. We go back and watch the footage. You kept saying warning, 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 and then 50 minutes later you tell me, oh, mute him, mute him.
Bro, I'm like, bro, this man interrupted Shush 5 times in 5 minutes.
He does. Because I'm pretty sure we said from the get-go, like, we have the enforcers. They gotta make sure people are organized. Everybody's not talking out of place. Could have told me remove them. You could have told me this. Could have told me that. I could have done it, but at the same time, you guys were supposed to enforce. If you felt like something was out of place, you got to call it on the
A
spot.
lot of things
It's not
out
a
of place,
penalty, penalty, penalty. Like we
Like I
weren't
said,
doing
I
points.
stand by my sentiment. Shush got robbed.
Okay, wait. Just because a robber robbed a store does not make it right. And I understand, I hear what you're saying. I broke the rules. But you gotta understand, you were supposed to enforce them. Just because you didn't enforce the rules does
You
not
did
make
enforce them. I gave you 9 penalties and you went against it.
I was a judge.
What does penalties have to do with me?
Because you interrupted the majority of the fucking debate, dumbass.
Okay, and that's
Oh, hold on
now.
What Ant is trying to get to explain to y'all is I interrupted because y'all let me.
I didn't let you do shit. I interrupted you 5 fucking times. You homeless man from Florida.
If you were interrupting me.
I'm gonna remove it before you
Another
said something.
intermission. Another commercial break.
No,
Another commercial break.